All right, everybody, welcome out to the Logroom Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Tuesday, October the 21st, 2025. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beer Samurai. Say hello, Mr. Samurai.
Oh, sorry. Caught me reading.
Were you reading? What were you reading, if I might ask?
Do you want to know what I was reading?
I do want to know what you were reading. Smuggler's Cove.
It's a book on tiki culture, actually, as a matter of fact.
A book on tiki culture.
And there's
For those of you that were unaware that there is such a thing as tiki culture.
Yeah, and it's not just about the drinks, but there's like there's about 150 recipes in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already tried a few of them.
Is there a chapter in there about not wearing an idol necklace while you're surfing in Hawaii?
There's no mention
with your two brothers and three sisters watching.
There's no mention of Greg Brady in here whatsoever.
Not at all. All right.
That I've come across. Let me check the index here.
There you go.
Let me see. Because I do have.
There you go. You do have one. There you go.
But that's not the cursed one that Greg was wearing. This is a kind of a grimacing one. What's
it? Round one.
Yeah, it hit the glass. I like that tone.
Wasn't Vincent Price in that episode too?
Was he in that one?
I believe he was.
He was in one. I'm not sure if it was that one.
I thought it was. Maybe. I'm pretty sure.
So we go from grapefruit soda to grenadine. So no Greg.
No Greg.
And in the B's, let's see if we go from bourbon to brandy. So no Brady.
No Brady. Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, Brandy. Oh, she's a fine girl.
Yeah. What a good wife she would be.
Yes, she would. You know her eyes.
Oh yeah, they could steal a sailor from the sea.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah. The Looking Glass. Where were they from?
Denver.
Nope.
No, they were Colorado, though, weren't they?
Nope.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the band that did Green Eyed Lady.
Yes.
They were from Denver.
They were from Denver. Little closer to our home.
Where are they? Where were they from?
New Jersey.
They were from Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Like the raspberries.
Just like the raspberries, right? Exactly. And a couple other artists, one of which might be mentioned later on in the show. But
very possible.
Very possible.
In just only relation to the real star of the topic. But we'll see.
Of course. Well, of course.
Well, both of them are from Jersey, so we'll see.
Sure. Well, they all are really. Yeah. I mean, so.
Except for the one from Miami.
Except for Miami Steve, right? Exactly.
Oh, now you just gave it away.
Well, that one.
Yeah.
If somebody didn't know who we were talking about, so anyway, a couple dates to get going while our guest sits patiently in the green room. Hi, guest in the green room.
Don't eat the brown M&Ms.
Don't eat the brown M&Ms.
They're laced.
Exactly.
I won't tell you with what.
Yeah, you got it. What you call it? So happy National Mezcal Day for all who celebrate.
I might be celebrating right now as we speak.
There you go. Look at that. Wait, hold on. Did Tony actually make that mezcal himself?
He actually did not. We did ask him if you remember when he was on the show.
I know we did. We
drank it with him on the show. If you remember that El Scorpion means scorpion and Alacran means small scorpion.
Small scorpion, yeah. Tony is a small scorpion.
And, well, I did ask him if a girlfriend gave him that name. I think I'm pretty certain he gave me the finger.
Yeah, well, that's the Scotch of tequilas.
It is the Scotch of tequilas, and it's no secret I'm not a huge Scotch fan. And there's some mezcals that I can handle, and I really don't like the camphor kind of flavor and stuff. But this one's pretty damn good. It's a little mild in the in that camphor. Gotcha. It's not as peaty as. And I don't even know if they use peat. No, they don't use peat. They just smoke the pina, don't they?
They do. That they do. So.
How the hell do they fit that thing into a pipe?
You know what? I mean, they have their ways.
Okay. Black magic.
Exactly. Also, along the same lines, happy International Day of the Nacho Day.
That was
Happy International Day of the Nacho Day.
Yeah, why would you add the day onto that?
Well, because it's Happy International Day of the Nacho. The day is International Day of the Nacho.
No, you just
happy day.
Just International Day of the Nacho.
Okay.
The nacho was invented when it was basically invented because a bunch of white chicks came into a bar just before they're about to close.
Better?
The better.
Happy International Day of the Nacho. Well, then why is it international? Should it be Happy
It was in Mexico.
Day of the Nacho?
No, because it was in Mexico.
Was it?
And the owner was just like, I'm just really sick of cooking. So he just took a bunch of tortilla chips, melted some friggin' cheese over it, and put it in front of them. And they absolutely loved it. And they kept coming back, telling other people. And thus the nacho was born. Or at least that's the legend. I don't know if it's absolutely true or not.
Well, you know what happens when you tell a story long enough?
It becomes the truth.
It becomes the truth.
Yes. And you know one of my favorite sayings, never
screw up a good story with the truth.
Never let the facts get in the way of a good story.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and to round it out, Happy National Apple Day.
That almost sounds healthy.
Yeah, so let's get that one right there. Okay.
Yeah, we'll skip that one. That's
And then you did send this one too. Happy Reptile Awareness Day. Make
hey,
sure everyone's
John. Are you aware there's things called reptiles?
I've heard of them.
Then we've done our job.
There you go.
There we go. That's it. We don't.
Yeah. I am thirsty.
Okay, this is what's left of my first beer.
Well, then you suck. So there you
go. No. Well, I got tired of waiting for you.
Well, hey, you know what? I got home from work late. Our guest was coming on now. So here you go.
He's coming on right now?
Right now.
I don't see him.
He's coming on right now. So please welcome to the show.
Press the button.
Rod.
Just press the button.
Hey, Rod, how are
you?
There is. What's going on?
Press the damn button and get Rod on the damn show. Rod, have you started drinking already?
I have not, because I couldn't get on the show yet until John brought me in.
The guests are allowed to drink as much as they
want.
Well,
that's true, yeah.
Usually
Dave broke protocol. You could have drank.
I mean, you don't start eating one before you invite the guests to dinner,
this
right?
Is
you
true.
For the guests to show up.
That's how that's supposed to work?
You are right.
supposed to work.
I'm such a rude motherfucker.
Dave never observes that, but
that's why you keep snacks around, just in case they're late. You can snack on something.
No, I'm usually the cook, and you've got to taste it. So you know it's edible.
Well, this is true. This is true.
You do got to taste it if you're
maybe not half of what you made, but yeah, which sometimes may or may not occur. So, some settling may occur.
There you go. So, what are you drinking that you're almost done with, there, sir?
Oh, I was drinking. This is what's their name again? It's OIB, out of Chicago, and this is their October.
That's Old Urban.
That's Old Urban, and beautiful label. Beautiful Meriton, by the way. That was quite lovely.
Very nice.
But I know it's not the Anna Chaser program, but I am chasing it with the mezcal.
Now, how you're chasing a Meriton with mezcal? You're not chasing the mezcal with a Meriton,
right? I'm chasing the Meriton with the mezcal, okay. But at least I'm sticking to the M.
There you go. You got the power of alliteration happening.
Yes, we got that. Absolutely.
Okay. What are you drinking, Rod?
I haven't cracked it open yet, but I do appreciate the pronunciation of Meriton there by you guys.
Yes.
It's not like Marzen, like a lot of Americans.
Hey, can I have one of those Marzens over there?
When I see, like, I'm at a brewery, dude, like, you work at a brewery, you don't have to pronounce the actual beer.
we also on the show we do say Rauch beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. That's tough. That's a little tougher though. That's a little tougher to get that hard H in.
Yeah. You got to get a little bit of phlegm in the back of your throat.
That's the only way to do it. that helps the Rauch beer go down.
Yes. It aids in digestion.
It does. It does though.
Well, since it's a little cooler now,
finally
starting to break. Yeah,
finally. Hence my tagline under my name there.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't change my tagline.
What did you have up?
God, I'm a beer and then a friggin'
relax.
That's from last time. Because last week was the anniversary of the legalization of home brewing.
Right.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Carter.
I forgot to change it. Yeah. God bless the man.
It's easy to remember Jimmy Carter than the two guys that put the law together. I keep forgetting their names.
He keeps getting the credit for it because he signed it.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. We suck because we don't do that, right?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have a problem doing it. I mean, it definitely helped Billy out. So.
Oh, it definitely helped Billy. And then Billy disappeared after that. Nobody ever knows what ever happened to Billy.
Nope.
Interesting story.
Neither does Billy for that.
Neither does he. Yeah. But I'm actually going to drink one from Urban Artifact.
Nice. Very nice.
And it's going to be their Teak Tropical.
That is, that is teak tropical, not teak
Very nice.
tropical, just teak.
Teak.
As in the wood.
Yes. And
the waterproof wood that they use on ships. But that is a wizard.
Little wizard on the artwork there. Yeah. 7.2 ABV, so starting small.
Okay, yeah, nice.
You got to go to low one. Sessionable.
Let's start.
But it's a big can. It's a big can. So.
Is that a 19.2?
It is a 19.2. So yeah.
Damn.
You'll be done with that in about 3 minutes. So then,
yes. I mean, this is something you could actually chug.
Go ahead. Don't let us stop you.
This before,
it's not Tony.
Oh, that's right. Have you ever seen Tony Drury do a can shot?
I have not.
He uses his thumbnail to pierce the bottom.
Oh, wait a minute. I have seen him do the bottom thing before. Yeah, I didn't know what his name. I've seen him do the bottom before.
Yeah. And that's, this is the second time he's been mentioned on the show.
Second time. And
so now my tagline is small scorpions.
Small scorpions. There you go. Small scorpions everywhere. There you go.
You started from the bottom. Now we're here.
As well. There you go. I'm having, I'll throw the crawl up there, a Stormbreaker Stormtoberfest.
Nice.
Oh, from Oregon.
Stormbreaker Brewing from Oregon. Yeah. From all the way from
that
Portland.
Looks like
the West Portland. Oregon.
West Portland. It looks like called plankton with a helmet.
You know what? It does. It does.
Right?
There you go.
A little bit. Yeah.
It's not supposed to be, but
it's robotic. More robotic.
It's more robotic than that, yeah. So, but interesting. There you go. Good observation. But it's tasty. So.
But I got my second.
And that is?
After finishing a Meritzen and a freaking mezcal, I've really backed it down. I'm going with Barrique Scaracucci, which is a Japanese rice lager.
There you go.
So I'm basically using this as a palate cleanser. I guess.
There you go. Cleanse the Meritzen and the mezcal out of there. And
so this one, Carrie had. I've got two of these. Carrie had one the other day, and she said she really enjoyed it. And she's kind of an aficionado of
rice lagers.
Oh yeah, she absolutely loves those. Those and Italian lagers, which may be my next one, by the way.
There you go.
So going international.
Going international tonight.
Yeah, it was International Day of the Nacho, but I had no nachos. Or in German, that would be pronounced Nacho.
Nachos.
Hello to Vanessa as well.
Yes, I got a couple comments I want to catch up on. I just want to throw this up there really quick. I did hook up with this for the holiday season.
What you got there? You finally found one. You've been looking for one of those forever.
Forever. Harpoon Winter Warmer Glass right there.
You have been looking for that forever. Very nice.
Found it on eBay. Some guy in Connecticut was selling it. Or is it Connecticut?
Connecticut.
There you go. There you go. Speaking of Connecticut, there you go. Let's put Vanessa's comments up there. Let's go down them, shall we? Really quick. Actually, let's start with the top one. She said,
"Hello.
Hi, I shall return shortly." And
that was before we even came on.
That was before she was commenting before we started the show.
She's an early starter. So
yeah.
Somebody needs a video game or something.
That she said, "Hi, guest in the green room."
That's you, Rod.
That was you.
Yeah.
And she said, "I joined the petition in the early '80s to bring back the red M&M. I was stationed at Barksdale Air Force Base at the time."
And you do realize they discontinued the tan, and they've replaced it with the blue.
Yes,
because they figured brown and tan is to earth tones.
Similar, and there you go.
So they discontinued tan and brought in the blue.
And brought in blue.
But they still have not brought back the red.
Exactly. She said fully loaded nachos.
Oh, God.
Apple dumplings. Now I'm getting hungry. She's just talking about food here. And she said, "Hi, Rod."
That's that guy.
Hello.
And then I'm assuming she meant Rod, not Rid. Try for the heads up on, but Rod, try for the heads up on the special mead casked.
So she was saying thank you. She was thank you for the post I put out about the new special mead. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the head. Oh, thanks for the heads up.
A mead cast dragon's milk stout. Damn.
Well, no, actually, they're doing a barrel aged mead, but they also have a special stout coming out together as a combination set.
Oh, that doesn't sound like that sucks.
Now, there's been a few. They had the peanut butter one. They had a golden one and a.
Oh, it's been a few.
And was it a red velvet? I believe.
No, it's the red, Crimson Red.
Crimson Red.
But they've also had the Emerald IPA.
Right.
They've also got the Dungeon and Dragon ones, which is related to what she's actually saying is about to drop. And
I'm a D&D nerd. You play D&D, Rod?
I did back in the day, but just to show Vanessa, I haven't cracked it open yet, but an upcoming review. Finally got my hands on the toasted
coconut rum barrel.
The rum barrel coconut. Finally got my hands on it.
Very nice.
Yeah. I got to go look for that, John. Why don't you have that in your store?
I will work. I'll work the phones. I'll work the phones.
Work the phones and get me one of those.
Word on the street that I've been told this may be the best Dragon's Milk they've came out with of all the variants.
Better than triple.
They're saying it's that high. They're seeing out. I see it like I think the average score on tap now is like 4.3 or 4.4.
Now Rod, John will tell you what my favorite adjunct in beer is. Go ahead, John.
Coconut.
Yeah,
coconut.
So there's no way in hell I wouldn't love that beer.
Yeah.
The only thing I could take coconut in is pretty much beer, and the fact that it's rum barrel. Rum, I love when they're barreling with rum. That's one of my. I prefer rum to whiskey most of the time.
Did you catch the book I was reading at the top of the show about tiki drinks?
I did.
So rum and coconut kind of feature a little every now and then in some of them. Actually, coconut is not as often as you would think. Yeah.
Not as it's kind of tough to work with, and I think you'll see that because a lot of breweries are a little nervous about doing coconut because. A lot of people may not buy into it, right? There's always that fear. So you got to have that kind of small batch pilot set up to actually try it out at first to see if people get on board with it.
True story.
So someone like Dragon's Milk, like New Holland, they know you put Dragon's Milk on it, just about everybody's going to come pick it up regardless. So they can experiment a little bit more and have some more success along those lines. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Southern Tier's that way too. Southern Tier can put stuff on everything that people. I got the maple pumpkin. I got to do
the maple warlock is ridiculous.
Well, maple warlock. I mean, I got the caramel, and I got the caramel.
And Dave will tell you what my favorite adjunct in beer is.
That would be maple.
Yeah, you guys aren't wrong. Those are two solid ones to have.
They're two solid, but they're also two that are very difficult to work with.
Yeah, you got
both of them.
On with them.
Maple, you can overcook in a heartbeat. If you're not paying attention, that's going to overcook. You got to watch your temperature when you're doing it. Don't do it in the boil. You're going to destroy your.
No, you got to put it in the fermenter. You got to put
in the fermenter. And coconut. You got to have that right level, and you have to have the right timing because coconut can throw some really strange chemicals if you leave it in too long.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with both these ingredients. But when it's done right. They're magical.
So we're looking for a coconut maple stout this winter.
Oh no! I think I might be drinking one the last show of the year.
I think you might, and I think I might too.
You might have one of those as well.
But around here, what's common as we get into the colder months is maple, but it's also we get a lot of maple bacon beers that get put out.
That's not a bad thing.
No,
not at all. Couple just finishing these, catching up on these comments. Rod, it was thank you, yeah. And she said Bloody Marys with tequila, yes.
Yeah, that's a different name though. It's not called a Bloody Mary. It's a Bloody Maria.
Bloody Maria, yeah.
The Bloody Maria.
Bloody Maria, yeah. Hacking loogies for enunciation.
Absolutely. Yeah. German and Yiddish. You need
German and Yiddish. Yes. Teak can be stinky wood to work with. She said. There you go.
Yeah.
Now, I would not recommend it for barrel aging.
Not for barrel aging. Brian, catch up on a couple of his comments. He said, "Cheers. I was getting dehydrated. First beer, P Island Parks Pilsner from Swelza Brewing, Kill Devils Hills Outer Banks, Wright Brothers Flying." Are
what?
He just left us hanging there.
There you go. And nothing else tip that. But he did say he's on his second beer already. He said second beer, coffee is for closers.
Glengarry Ross.
Full Steam Brewery, yeah.
Very nice.
Full Steam Brewery in Durham, North Carolina. And then Doug Smith chimed in, finishing up the last of the KC Beer Company.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle, so Doug, and a shot of their beer schnapps.
Doug, you're responsible for this shit right
yes,
here.
He is.
This is your fault.
And you better be watching next Thursday night.
Well, are we really doing that?
Yes.
Oh. we may have to put something out on the Anna Chaser page.
We'll put it out. We'll put it out today or tomorrow. And
I already teased that particular
I know
that might be happening, and then told him it wasn't happening. Now you just told him it is happening, so that's okay.
All right. Well, maybe it's not happening.
It may not be happening.
He just commented area.
Wright
Brothers
area. He
Right.
dropped the A. Okay.
He did. And then Doug said his cherries are his favorite adjunct. He's a cherry beer fanatic.
Oh, he should be picking up some of the Mad Elf right now. Then.
Yeah, I've got a couple sitting over there for a holiday
it's already out there.
Well, no, I've got last year's.
Oh, from last year's too. Okay, because the new stuff's out now, and
it just came out. It just dropped. But you got it, Rod. I don't know how you feel about it, but for me, I'll have a fresh one or two. But Mad Elf needs a year.
I rarely do.
Needs a year.
I can do it fresh. I've done it aged. I mean, it's kind of like doing a 120. I can do a 120 fresh, and I can age it out and still enjoy it.
It's so much. It's such a better beer a year in.
It is.
It is. It's just because the rocket fuel part of it kind of fades, and then you get all the nice.
Wait, you're not supposed to drink rocket fuel?
Oh.
Rod's got to get something moving.
Right.
The best is if you go to Trogs, a lot of times they will have hit their cellars and put some antiques up there from antique Mad Elves. And I mean antique. You can put some serious good stuff up there. And when you've had one that's been like sat in age for about 10 years,
yeah,
it smooths out, and it's weird because you almost get it's almost like a nutmeg flavor comes out of it after a little while. It's really weird.
Okay,
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, nice for the holidays still. Yeah, nutmeg action. Yeah.
I have 3 left from last year. I have 2 left.
Same. I know.
2 left from 2023 and 1 left from 2022. So I may do a mini vertical at some point, but I might have the 2022 on one of the holiday beer shows.
We've got 3 coming up.
I don't get too crazy picking it up. I'll have it when it comes out here and there, but cherry is an interesting one too for that, because I've seen people screw cherry up where it's almost like, did I go to the pharmacy and get cough syrup?
Yeah, it's Luden's cough drops at that point.
Right. So
not for nothing, I love Samuel Smith's, but their organic cherry is straight up Smith Brothers. So it's like, are they the same Smiths?
Yeah.
Are they related?
That is.
John, no, there's 3. There's 3.
Smiths.
There would be 3 holiday shows only because Mad Elf does. That is that can be drank on the very last show of the year.
Well, that's true. We could do it that year too. That show too.
Yeah.
Did you guys do a side by side with the base versus the Grand Cru, or?
I've never done that. No.
I've had both, but I've never done a side by side.
Okay.
Same.
Yep. So something you got to show. I did.
Have you done it? Have you done it?
I've never done a side by side with the 2 either. I mean, I might try something like that as well.
Maybe we'll have to schedule just a quick 20-25 minute show, the 3 of us, and do that.
Yeah, and then do a cuvee and put them both together.
That's it. Try one, try the other, blend them, and drink it.
Yeah.
I used to love blending beers.
Mm-hmm.
I used to,
but then he blended a Pilsner and a barrel-aged barley wine, and it just didn't go well.
It didn't work well.
That was the end of my blending. No, one of our favorite watering holes, Cloverleaf, where John used to be able to stumble back home from. There was a bartender there, Matt Chernogal, and he left, but him and I love to blend stuff. And one of his favorite blends, he took 2 beers, which I was not overly fond of, and made it into something much better. Lonnie Kugel's Lemon Shandy.
Oh, I'm not a fan of that one. No.
At Harpoon's raspberry.
The UFO.
UFO.
Okay.
Blended them together, and it was raspberry lemonade. It was the 2 enhanced each other. It was actually really good. But one time they had a Founders Tap takeover, and I look at the taps and I said, "Have you put KBS and Cerise together yet?" He goes, "Excuse me, what?" I'm like, "Have you blended those 2?" He's like, "No." I said, "Do half and half. Let's see what happens." It was basically a bourbon soaked chocolate covered cherry.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. John, we gave it to Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan looks and goes, "What are you guys calling this?" We told him what we were calling. He goes, "Put it on the POS." He was like, "Put it on the POS. We'll put it next menu. We'll print it up."
It's funny here in now that I'm back in Cincinnati, I usually do like the beer festival stuff. So our next one's coming up February 7th. That we do at like one of the convention centers. That anybody in Cincinnati, I'll be there probably. And so one year we had.
So look for him there. Ask for
Roger. Yeah. 1 year we had a tent, and I think it was for Kentucky Ale, and
the OG.
And so we started mixing like their cream ale with something else, and people were loving it. People kept coming back. I need to get that blend. And the guy from Kentucky, like, what are you talking about? Like the blend, like, and they come over. Oh, you want this? And we're like. Who keeps ordering these damn blends and stuff? It was like, it's a great flavor we put together. People were like telling other people, and they kept coming back. And we're looking for Rod. He has like the blend thing working over here, we were told and stuff. So it's just like, Kentucky Ale guy was just like, I guess I'll just stand back here and do nothing. I mean,
that's funny.
Hey, there's something to be said for beer mixology, right?
Yeah,
exactly. We gotta love it.
Yeah.
Catch up on a couple others here. Vanessa 20% ABV. Yum Rum Barrel.
Yeah.
She said my aged pirate rum at minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit is dang tasty.
Ooh, I like some pirate. Yeah.
We have a cold shit machine on the patio.
That doesn't sound tasty. I mean,
never mind. Hold on.
I mean, that's an interesting name for chocolate soft serve.
I mean, you literally could be in a winter and be like shitter's full, Clark.
Oh my God.
Well, there's the open.
Don't light that match.
Yeah.
Don't light that. There you go. Gotta love it. Vanessa, we're laughing with you.
Yeah. Thank you for that. That was a good chuckle.
100%.
Oh yeah. All
right. That is the open. All right, done.
Okay.
That's that. And then and she said a maple dragon's milk would be fun. I agree.
I do agree.
Have they done that with?
I don't know.
They've done a vanilla.
I gotta look at my dragon's milk.
I know they've done vanilla. I don't know they've done maple.
Mm-hmm. They've done vanilla. I don't know if they've done maple either. I had a white dragon's milk.
I'm not.
Oh, the white stout one. I've had that one too.
I'm not a big believer in white stouts.
It's a weird feeling.
But you do like regular coffee, and regular coffee is basically a white stout.
No, it's not. It's a cream ale.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, it's got the feels of
it's a double cream ale.
Yeah. And well, I mean, mine is what makes it a cream ale. It's still a. I mean, a white stout is there's roast in it, right? That's what makes it a stout. So.
I don't know. If I'm drinking a stout,
there is no lactose in it like there is in regular coffee, though. So
I want it dark.
Well, folks, Dragon's Milk did do a maple.
They did.
They did a Dragon's Milk Reserve Maple Oak. It was actually double barrel treatment, aged in both Kentucky bourbon barrels and bourbon barrels that previously held Vermont maple syrup.
Very nice.
Pure maple for the first time ever, providing a delicately sweet.
I like that. Delicately is a good word.
Yeah, roasted malt, vanilla, and oak. But last I see, people were having it last March of 2024, so it may come out last year or the year before, or people may have sat on it too. Yeah,
I'll have to get in touch. I'll have to get in touch with New Holland and see if is there a bottle sitting around? I can
They also did a maple coffee. They did a maple cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
They did a maple coffee to maple cinnamon. And at one time, this would have been really good to have. They did a Guatemalan coffee, cinnamon, coconut, cayenne, maple, and vanilla. So both of you guys had your favorite adjuncts would have been in it.
So here's the thing about something like that is sometimes you get these beers that have all these adjuncts, and it's either going to be an absolute shit show, or it's going to be something that is just going to...
It's going to throw flavors that you don't even know you are tasting because it's just the way they blend together.
Or you're going to see God, right?
Right. Like, I don't even know what that is. I have no idea what that is right there.
Like Ballast Point's Indra Canindra. Remember that beer?
Indra Canindra.
Rod, do you remember that one?
I do not remember that one.
That had the strangest combination of ingredients to it. There was kaffir lime leaf, there was cumin, there was cilantro, there was a bunch of other stuff in it. And this beer, I picked it up with all hesitations and trepidations and all kinds of other 3 to 4 syllable words. And I took one sip of it and went, this beer is absolutely freaking fantastic. I thought it was going to be an absolute mess. I really did. But one sip, it was like, and then they stopped making it. And I was like, God damn. It was almost a one-off. I think they made it like twice.
Yeah.
I would love to see Indra Canindra come back. That was.
Well, the last time anybody had any was at the Ballast Point tasting room last month.
So it's probably an aged version of it.
No. It's probably that.
No, it couldn't be aged.
Of it. You're not at the tasting room.
Yeah, because you're not going to age.
Yeah,
lime and cumin.
Yeah, no. This is not. This is not shipping. This is not shipping. This is all at one of the Ballast Point.
Okay, so I'm getting to San Diego sometime soon.
Well, think about it, but to get that, you have to get Ballast Point back. Which has been like in witness protection the last few years.
Yeah, this is not this. You're not wrong there. And in New Jersey, it became that way because I believe Hunterdon used to bring in Ballast Point, right?
Hunterdon brought in Ballast Point until
they were taken over.
They were bought by
Constellation.
Constellation. They sold
and then they went.
Kings.
Wow. Then they went to all the Coors houses.
I must be at least 3 drinks in because my recall is getting better.
of the now I did superpower.
I did love Indra. Yeah, really. I did love Indra Canindra, but speaking of Ballast Point, Victory at Sea was so good.
Oh, Victory at Sea was fantastic.
Victory at Sea is my favorite imperial porter ever done. Like the different variants of it, and it was I missed
the vanilla Victory at Sea was my favorite.
I missed that beer.
I missed it too. Yeah.
Let's
see, was the last time anybody had that one was 12 hours ago in hold on, a beer garden in apparently Italy. No,
right, it is. Yeah.
Not Italy. Hold on.
Oh, it's interesting you just brought up Italy because I just opened this.
Italian pills. There you go. No, Madrid. Madrid.
Oh, I'm not opening the Spanish pills. Yeah. So I don't have one.
There you go. So apparently,
I don't have one. No.
Apparently, Victory at Sea is available in Madrid,
but not in New Jersey.
So
fair enough.
There you go. Ballast Point's not available in New Jersey. So,
but since you opened an Italian beer,
I done did. You can't do too much of it. Cut it off.
It won't do anything. Well, it doesn't do anything on my channel, so I think you're good on Restream.
YouTube usually flags us.
YouTube flags you with that?
Yeah,
because I never get flagged on.
Well, depends on how long. Depends on how long.
He cut it off, I think, within time.
Yeah. Oh,
10 seconds, and then they start.
We actually got flagged for our opening theme, which was written for us and not written for us, but it was given to us to use by the people who wrote and performed it.
Yeah,
and they got flagged for copyright,
and we got flagged for copyright, and then we had to prove to them like this was actually given.
They actually had to send him. Have you?
Well, you know that's AI stuff right there. That's not even people.
Oh, that is, yeah, no,
yeah,
but the one of my co-hosts on the sports podcast.
Look how pretty this
is. Wrote the song. That is very pretty. Wrote the song with his band, and he Log, and he sings it. It's his voice singing, and we had to get him to send them an email saying, "Hey, prove who he is," and say, "Yeah, they can use it."
I'm trying to figure out who Danny.
That's
is
crazy.
Right
now. Hold on.
Catch up on her posts. And
she said, "Danny, my typos are hitting hard tonight."
Who's Danny?
Clearly. Hold on.
I want to hope. I want to hope she did it on purpose.
She said, "I will try to find some of the Dragon's Maple." Oh, please, that would be awesome.
Right.
Then she said, "Maybe I should try a beer through the cold ship machine." Shot machine.
No, that was you. Your eyes typoed.
I know. I read shit, but it was shot.
Oh,
I think the maple's gonna be hard to find unless you got a place.
That one sounds like a chili recipe bear.
Chili recipe bear.
Oh, she meant dang.
Oh, she meant dang.
Not Danny.
I was wondering. Okay.
Danny Bonaducci.
Well, we want the Brady's. We might as well.
That's true. You might as well put it up there too. Yeah, exactly. So.
That's a good burp.
That'd be a good Jeopardy question. Who is Danny Bonaducci?
Who is Danny Bonaducci?
Well, there's so many answers to that question, actually, or so many questions to that answer.
There's so many answers to that question. There you go. So you know what I love about computers, especially. Well, everybody on this that watches this podcast knows how I feel about Apple, right?
It's porn, right?
I was gonna say outside of porn is what I was thinking.
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, that's a given, right? I mean, come on. But my PC over here, my laptop, I keep the log room guy's background on it, right? And I take my pictures over here.
Which is right? The best part about that is usually, John, if people who watch the show quite often if you've noticed, John has changed the camera angle because usually you can see the screen on that PC.
Yeah, it's changed a little bit because I want the bar to be seen a little bit more.
So
I actually did it for I had a chaser a little bit, right?
But we got to make sure because he's got to make sure the bottle of Malort is
the bottle of Malort is on screen. And by the way, you saw the Weller last week, right?
Yeah, you see the Malort there. Yeah, you had to point that out.
And
I'm out of Malort. But you know what I do have? I do have these.
Malort sucks.
What they are?
Sucking candies.
They are candies.
Don't eat one now while you're drinking the beer.
No, I'll eat one, maybe at the end of the show, but they are candies.
Yeah.
And it's funny because if you actually look at these, let me see if I can get one that actually has the printing on it. That was too small.
You drop one?
Yeah, you heard that. Mm-hmm. It says.
Oh, yeah, Malort sucks.
It says Malort sucks.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty damn good.
Do they taste like Malort?
They taste a little like Malort, but not enough to Malort to suck so badly. And I don't know where that particular one is.
That's right. You'll find it in 6 months.
No. At some point, there's going to be a rat in Union City rooting for the Bears. Inexplicably
rooting for the Bears.
Jesus Christ!
Don't knock your beer over. No, what I was going to say is, it popped up. You know how like Microsoft wants to update just when it wants to, right?
Right.
So it came up and said, restart your computer or ask again later. So I click ask again later, and then I turn back here, and then 3 minutes later, it's updating.
That's how Skynet starts.
In this reality, Skynet's a lot more subtle than it was in.
What you thought was just a little blip was the computer starting to take over.
No.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that piece of candy went.
Well, Vanessa just told you what's going to happen. She said the rat will find it and chuck it at you.
She said the rest will find it.
No. She meant the rat. I already saw the second one, so I just read it that way. And then she said, typo Hell Night.
Yeah, apparently. At least she spelled all that correctly.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
You need to find a Zima and then drop them more into
Oh my God.
No. We need to do a cuvee, Zima and pour Malort. A Boilermaker. Drop a shot of Malort into a Zima.
And chug.
And
hold it down.
And then don't open your mouth for a half an hour.
That is.
Yeah. That might be another open. Hold on.
But you can only get Zima. You can only get Zima in Japan now. For some reason, they still love it there. Yeah, that's the only place you can get it in the world.
Because they are some of the weirdest people.
They dig Zima. I don't know why, but they dig it.
They're weird. I got one word for you. Hentai.
Zima and karaoke gets crazy.
I'm really concerned about what happened to that piece of candy, because you know what happens when you unleash Malort on unsuspecting people.
Well, you really have that many people coming through, crawling around the room there and finding candies on the floor, and
you know that someone lives in another room, has a
yeah.
rabbit. He has a pet rabbit.
His pet rabbit.
If the pet rabbit gets hold of that, we might have to get the holy hand grenade.
Yeah, I think you might have the holy hand grenade.
Oh no, that's after about a pot of chili.
Gotcha. So, anyway, all right.
I'll find at a later date. At any rate, so moving on.
All right, so let's start the show. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, we have had no topics yet, other than.
Is there a need for one? No, actually.
Did you have a topic? Did you have a point to this show, John?
I did actually want to talk.
Other than the fact that we just love to see Ron J.
Of course. So we,
who is absolutely was talking about chugging that beer. And
you were talking about chugging that beer.
No, you said it was chuggable.
It is chuggable.
It is chuggable.
It's going to chug it.
But instead, we need to get like a nipple for that thing so we can nurse it the rest of the damn night.
I'm enjoying the flavor. Urban Artifact is very flavorful.
You're not wrong. I'll give you that.
Do that, absolutely. So now, my one thing I want to ask you about: how is the anything new in
this tart? This tart.
Anything new in the Cincinnati beer?
Anything new in the Cincinnati beer scene?
Yeah.
Well, we just had Great American Beer Fest, and Ohio took 21 medals. I know in Cincinnati. I know Fatheads. Well, they're north of us, but we kind of claim them some. They're more near Columbus, but they got like Brewery of the Year for their category or something. So Fatheads does some really good beers. Here locally, it's still a great beer scene. I mean, it's a lot of stuff being done. Obviously, I'm drinking Urban Artifact now, but you guys already know Rheingeist, and you know Mad Tree and Street Side, all the guys that are doing stuff. Esoteric's making a bigger name for themselves. They're getting more props their way. Taft's closed down. Their thing, although they're kept alive by Cincinnati Beverage Distributing, so they keep the name going. I just shot a beer to Dave that does the Midwest Beer Show with me, one of our Task Pumpkin Ale, which he loved. They do a great pumpkin beer.
But those words together make no sense to me.
Pumpkin and beer?
Great. And pumpkin beer.
It's just, I mean, if you like pumpkin, I mean, it tastes like pumpkin pie, really, when you're actually drinking it. So I'm not a huge pumpkin beer person, but I'll do it here and there. I got a couple that I'm actually going to have one here in a bit on the show, one I haven't had for a bit. So
there you go.
But yeah, I mean, things are it's still going. I mean, you know, we have, like everywhere else, there's some headwinds that some breweries are facing, but a lot of them are getting pushed through. We had, unfortunately, like Highwire. I think since the last time I was on here, Highwire they had a spot in Cincinnati. They had to pull back from that.
Oh, that's a shame.
They're still dealing with Helen down there on stuff, right? Yeah. So, but then Braxton took over their spot. And then Braxton now is offering Highwire to help them still get funds and stuff like that. So you can get the Highwire beers here still. But they just had to close their Louisville location as well, again, to pull back to focus in on what's going down in Carolina. So
have they reopened the main brewery down?
I could have sworn
it. I know. I mean, they have the original brewery up on the South Slope, but the bigger one that they had opened down right along the river. That was destroyed, but have they?
Yeah, I don't know if they got that one reopened yet. I know that was kind of their key focus to get stuff going again down there.
But that was the big production facility. The one up on the South Slope was making a decent amount of beer, but certainly not enough.
It's making more their one-offs than the mass produced, right?
Yeah. And to Douglas's question, funny you asked that, Douglas, because unfortunately. Listerman's is no longer in business now. So Listerman's, they just shut down a few weeks ago. They felt it was time, and they just couldn't. It was kind of a sad, weird type thing because they're literally right off of Xavier campus. So you would think if you're off a college campus, you consistently have a new turnover every year with new students and stuff that are becoming older and can drink. But it was just something they had to make the move, and
Well, we've talked about this in the show a lot, Rod, that that generation who's just coming of drinking age tend to not leave their house, their room, they're in front of the computer, they're gaming, their socialization is online.
Yeah, and I think you got some of that being shaped by what happened with COVID and stuff too.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
So a lot of them are growing out of a different situation, and some of the other generations that'll be behind them, where they were like, 15 to 20 or whatever, that 2020 to 25 span or whatever it is we're in right now, where they've kind of built up some of their skills to be able to socialize more online, which is why you're seeing a lot of them not really connecting out in the social scene as much, not really probably having sex as much, not doing all this other stuff, because the social skills, I feel like they're different now because they've done everything through the internet, and now they got to they got to teach them how to learn to meet a person, right? Like, how do you go out there? How do you do that conversation in real life versus being online?
Yeah, and the thing is, I hadn't put the COVID thing into that, but you're absolutely right. Between that and and growing up online,
they were stuck inside, and then just everything. I mean, there's social activities, except
there's a lot of
consists of playing video games, doom scrolling on TikTok, maybe eating half a gummy. They don't go out.
Yeah, it's a lot of social anxiety involved there. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Teaching them how to meet people face to face is a really, really tough thing.
Right. Well, you think about it, just for before we had COVID, right? Just when we grew up as teenagers and stuff, there was that awkward type thing. Like, imagine now where you didn't have to get to that point, and you have to go out and learn later. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be tons of 40-year-old virgins running around.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
You are not wrong. Yeah. That movie is no longer an anomaly.
20 years from now, some kids are going to watch it and go, "What's wrong? Why are you guys upset at this guy? What's the matter?"
That's what. Why is this even a thing? Why is that's not wrong? That's not different.
Yeah.
So to answer one of Doug's earlier questions that he put up there, yes, that's exactly what you thought it was, Doug.
Yeah.
That book.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah,
that is absolutely the Smuggler's Cove.
The Smuggler's Cove book you held up, yeah.
Oh, and he's using my whole name. He's completely outing me. But what are you, my mom?
David.
At least he doesn't know my middle name. I will.
Well, it's.
Hey, you don't know. Nice try.
But the loss of Listerman was definitely one that
it's
was definitely a sadness for a lot of people. So Listerman's no.
Apparently, Doug was very. He seems alarmed.
He said, "What? No."
Yeah, it's and I just had Todd. You guys have seen Todd that comes on my show and stuff from time to time.
Yeah.
Me and him got together at Jungle Gyms about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Him and Shannon came up with some friends so they could actually experience it, and he found some Listermans, that the only Listermans they had left there. So it was kind of like, I got to get some Listermans because they're not here anymore. So,
and it was a store that had them.
They pretty much were the last ones I've seen where they had some Listerman there.
I'm trying to figure out. Rod and I are now having a chair creak off.
Yeah, I got to get some 10WD-40 for this one, I think. So, yeah.
I don't know who's creaking more. Every now and then.
I got a little bit here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, amateur.
Good chair. It's a good chair.
I don't think you got the density that Rod and I have that is testing our chairs.
It's not far. Yeah. By the way, it's been working on updates. It's been 100% complete for 10 minutes now, and it's still going.
That's nice. Well, that's like our washing machine.
Hey, it's done. Look at that.
Our washing machine here that we have. It goes in the spin cycle, and it'll go with 4 minutes left. It'll show 4 minutes left for about 15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It's like the end of a football game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and the thing is, let's be real. Yes, you're not wrong, but NBA.
No, NBA. No, NBA. 1 minute is half an hour. That's because of the last minute of the game.
It's all the replays they go back to look at and stuff, and it's just like pretty clear what happened there, but they got to go look at the replay.
And do me a favor, let's not bring up football.
No. Let's. For the one. This thing I love about the Giants imploding is that the John doesn't want to talk about sports.
Tomorrow night. If you want to hear me rant about the Giants game and everything else going on, tune into the Get On With It Sports podcast tomorrow evening.
Aren't they having a decent season right now?
No,
they were having a decent season right up until 6 minutes left in the Denver game on Sunday.
Right, yeah.
But that's only one game.
No, Rod, you don't understand. They were leading by 18 points with 6 minutes left in the game and lost.
Oh shit! Well,
it is the biggest collapse in NFL history.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Oilers that blew it to the Bills that year. You know, Frank Ray had to come in off the bench and pull it out. It wasn't that bad.
Well,
it felt that. It probably felt that bad, but
I've always asked.
The only one game that was worse than that for the Giants was November of 1978, the Miracle in the Meadowlands, when Joe Pisarcik fumbled the ball
the fumble
to Larry Zonka. Yeah.
And the thing is, that's the first game I watched as a Giants fan, because I was a Steelers fan up to that point. But there's one question that I've always wanted to ask Rod J. Because you live in Cincinnati.
Is this about the chili?
Is there any? Yeah, it is. Any Cincinnati chili beers?
Yes.
I figured there had to be. Explain. Who does them, and are they any good?
Trying to think. Since I've been back, I've not had any or tried any. But we just came out. You guys familiar with Grader's ice cream place?
No.
So Grader's is a well-known ice cream place. People come here, they love getting Grader's ice cream.
With a C or a K or
a G?
Oh,
Grader's?
Grader's.
Yeah, Grader's.
Like gradings.
Yeah, G is like
cheese.
Well, it's GRAETER''S, but
pronounced like
Graders.
Yeah,
Graders, like cheese graters.
Like it sounds like Graders, like if you're doing a cheese grater, but it's spelled differently.
But it's pronounced German. It's spelled German like, yeah.
But they just came out with the chili ice cream, which was interesting. I've not tried it yet, but people are like buying it off the shelves like crazy. Now I don't know if that means it's good or it's just a Cincinnati thing. Yeah, it's like supposed to give the flavors like the Cincinnati chili in the ice cream, which I have no idea how that's supposed to feel. But that doesn't seem like a combination I would probably ever do.
I can see that working because the thing about the Cincinnati chili is that cinnamon in it.
Yes.
Right. And so I can see that with the tomato and the cinnamon in an ice cream actually kind of working. Because let's remember, tomatoes are fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a fruit. It is a fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, but the beers, who has done these beers? These anomalous, what the rest of the world would think would be, what the hell are you thinking beers? But in Cincinnati, yeah, all right, it has to be done. Because John, do we have any pork roll or Taylor ham beers?
We had one.
We did have one. It's weird that there's only one. I'm surprised there's only one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised, and it was not called salt, pepper, ketchup.
No, it wasn't. It was not SPK.
It should have been called.
I wonder if I saw it at a beer festival, but
it was pork roll porter, if you remember correctly.
It was pork roll porter.
Pork roll porter.
Remember?
I don't remember.
Flying Fish.
Flying Fish did pork roll porter.
Flying Fish did pork roll porter. Yeah,
I know so many breweries that
it was exit. It was exits. I believe it was exit 7 pork roll porter. It was an exit series.
Exit 7 makes sense. So, Rod, we have two major arteries in New Jersey that
Rod knows.
You know this, right?
Yeah.
The two major arteries, the Parkway and the Turnpike.
Right.
And you know the Flying Fish.
He lived over by the south end of the Turnpike.
Yes, so you live by exit 1, or you?
No, I was exit 5. Well, my mom's exit 5 now. We used to be exit 6, which I think was 6 Mount Holly because we used to live in Burlington, but now
so you're not too far
from Mount Laurel.
So you're not too far from exit 7, where pork roll porter, and the thing is,
which is Columbus and the air station.
Yes,
exit 7.
Yeah,
and yes, at that point you are in pork roll. You're not in Taylor ham at that point.
Yeah. I had one my friend. I think you guys know one of my high school friends and classmates actually is one of the owners. We taught Scott before over at Spellbound. He said pork roll. It was a couple years, it was a few years back when we lived over the Kentucky side. My wife was like, "What is this pork roll?" I'm like, "It's a Jersey. I'll have to fry it up for you so you can see what it is. It's a Jersey thing." So,
exactly. Yeah, it's better spam.
Yeah.
Well, I think that I've always phrased it, and I apologize if this is really, really crude, but that spam hate fucked baloney.
Okay.
It's kind of, but the thing is, the other day here we did actually bake pork roll.
You baked it?
You can bake pork roll.
Oh, okay.
And it actually came out quite wonderfully. Because it was more consistent than actually frying it, because you got to get in the pan and all that. It was.
You want to know? You want to know? I have baked pork rolls. I've gotten the small 3-pounders, right? And I've
You baked the whole pound?
I baked 3 pounds
without slicing it.
No, without slicing it. Correct.
Now I'm intrigued.
Okay, so score the top, kind of crosshatch kind of thing.
Oh, so kind of like a ham.
Right. Okay.
Did you put pineapples and cherries?
Nope. Tell me what I put on it.
What did you put? Did you put I don't know.
Maple.
Of course.
Oh, maple.
You whore.
Put it in, and then just cut it, and just like cut like thicker slices, 2 of them on a. Oh my God, so good.
You put like a biscuit or.
Right, biscuits, absolutely, and croissants works great on croissants too. But biscuits, yeah.
I've actually, when I moved to Rhode Island, John's father actually gave me a pork roll to bring with me. It was actually a Taylor pork roll,
right.
And at one point I took it and I diced it up, and I used it in a stir fry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so good.
So
and
good.
So good.
So,
how pretty is
that? That is pretty.
That is.
This is and I'm going to get a little bit more of the head on there. So this is Plainsman.
Okay.
And this is the rustic lager, American rustic lager. But this is again Structures.
Mm-hmm. Structures is making some good beer.
Oh, they make beautiful beer. And this is, I love seeing a beer like this. And I've got it in my source glass.
Very nice.
No, sorry, my shilling glass.
Shilling glass. I was going to say I have the same shilling glass right over here.
But I got to get this, I got to get to the side so you can see how beautifully clear this beer is.
That one.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get, because I'm getting the reflection off the screen, but this is just a perfectly beautiful light amber,
mm-hmm.
perfectly clear. And what I love about it is, you see something like this, you're not expecting a lot of flavor, right? You're expecting something that's like, okay, it's got some beer flavor to it, but it's really light and all that. This beer delivers kind of like that grit from a really good Pilsner malt.
Mm-hmm.
There's that Pilsner kind of bite to it. This is absolutely a wonderful, wonderful beer. And I love the label art. That can art's beautiful.
Can art is very nice.
It's like a spaghetti western.
There. It's spaghetti western meets Manna La Mancha, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this is a beautiful beer. Structures up in they're in Bellingham, Washington.
Bellingham, Washington. Yeah.
And it's pronounced Bellingham, unlike if you're in Rhode Island, in words Bellingham, because that is like the hoity-toity section of Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
This is lovely. This is lovely beer.
That's when they look at you and say, "Ahoy, Polloy."
Ahoy, Polloy.
Spell that.
Mm-hmm. So
spell it. Go ahead.
AHOY.
No, there's no A. HOIPOLOI.
Oh, hoi polloi, yeah.
That's not what
I said ahoy polloi.
Yeah, the chip bag says ahoy.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you.
Okay, he got it. I see where you're going.
So my next beer I'm having, I went from Portland, Oregon.
You do know that Vanessa and Brian are having a conversation.
I know they're talking. I know.
Yeah,
I don't want to interrupt.
I'll get to them in 2 seconds, but yeah, I went from Portland, Oregon to Portland, Maine, and I went with a Bissell Brothers Fest beer.
I have never had that. I've been intrigued by it because we know that Bissell Brothers does phenomenal IPAs. Mm-hmm. We know that their lager game at times can be strong, and sometimes it can be a little We'll see.
Their Percept pills was fantastic.
No, the Percept, and that's why I'll give them credit for their lager game. But some of the other ones that they've done, like okay, whatever. How is this fest beer?
It's very good. Here.
Yeah.
There we go. Little light on the head retention.
Yeah, it's extremely light on the head retention. Now, is that due to not cleaning the glass very well, or is that okay? I
clean my glasses very well.
Dirty glass mafia in the house.
The head was a little thin.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna have.
She was disappointed.
Dirty glass mafia. I'm gonna have to hashtag that every now and then.
Oh yeah, glass
mafia.
Dirty glass mafia or dirty ass mafia?
No, dirty glass. Every time that I screw up and not have clean the glass.
You know what's funny? I see like these pictures, like on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, like pictures of beers, and they're done like by some of these breweries, and it's like, dude, like
wash the glass.
Your glass does not make it look presentable. Like seriously, like who told you this was okay at the brewery to do?
How many times I've lately I've seen Instagram post after Instagram post from smaller breweries, of course, but breweries that are taking pictures of their beer poured with bubbles all over the inside of the. Seriously, you're putting this out there for people to see your product. Wash the fucking glass.
Half the time, more often than not, it's not the fact that the glass wasn't washed properly; it wasn't dried
properly.
It wasn't dry. It wasn't air dried, right? But it wasn't rinsed before you put something in to get the cleanser off the glass too.
There's that.
Then
at a brewery, you're absolutely right. But at home, it's not. You didn't wash it properly. You did not dry it properly.
Yeah. Well, really, I mean, again, we're a little more that beer geek side, but if you're doing beer glasses, ideally you should hand wash and air dry, and not put them in dishwasher. But here's
absolutely. But
always
here's
hand dry.
Always hand wash. But the issue is when you do the air dry, if you air dry it just straight up, and there's a seal there, all you're going to get is condensation. The condensation is going to sit, and whatever you use to clean it is going to then sit on the inside of that glass, and it's never going to work. You need to always make sure that it's lifted up or cocked to the side,
right? Tilted,
so that the air can get in there to then dry what's out there. Otherwise, everything is going to then just adhere to the inside.
Yeah, you can't take a glass, just put it upside down on the drying mat,
right?
And let it,
Yeah, so it needs to be dry.
You're better off washing it and leaving it sit like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let the water pool in the bottom. It's fine. Just rinse it out before you do.
But don't let the water dry in the bottom because all the chemicals in the water are then going to.
Well, but once it all goes down, you
just
shake it out. You just shake it out.
Yeah.
Did you just tell the Swift us?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, let's shake it off. No, but also get yourself lint-free bar rags.
Yeah.
They make all the fucking difference. They really do. Because if you don't have a lint-free bar rag, okay, I'm gonna screw Dave. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna wipe it out. But you've dried the whole thing. You've not air dried. You've used but if it's not lint-free, you're fucked. You're still
got the particles in there. Yeah,
absolutely. Where you're gonna get that. It's not gonna look like this.
Right. And like to the establishment, like you're trying to get people win them over to come in. I mean, to the average person, maybe you'll get away with it, but it's kind of like if you're actually into the beers, you're like, well, that doesn't look presentable.
Not at all.
Not at all. And the other thing I saw too, and I did a thing on my Facebook page. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. I mentioned a couple times I've seen people taking photos from their spots, pouring beer, and the tap was in the beer. Like the tap should never be in the beer. Who are teaching these pour the tap?
All right, you know what?
It depends upon the tap. If it's a hand pull, the tap has to go in the beer.
No, it's different. A hand pull and a side pull.
So pull. Those go into the beer. But you're absolutely right.
But a regular tap, a regular faucet, I screamed at bartenders.
That should not be
in my employee too, but I've screamed at no, do it again, and you're not getting paid for that.
We just docked you that one beer.
Right.
Yeah.
But the other thing about home washing and drying. Shit, I just forgot what I was going to say.
Home washing and drying.
Home washing and drying. There's the rags.
Use Tide clothes. Separate your underwear from the whites. And
yeah, so absolutely got to do that. Dawn. Actually, you know, if you
linens,
if
you want to
change
separate.
Yeah, yes. And your delicates use what was the stuff for the delicates? There was another
Downy
for your delicates. Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Anyway, but don't use it on your glasses, though. No, not on your. You don't need.
Oh no, that's the other thing. If so, at home,
I knew we get back to it.
Your glassware at home, you take it, and if you're like me, if you're like John, you're like almost every other beer geek out there. You've taken your glassware, and you've displayed it on the shelf. You're gonna get dust.
Yeah,
you're gonna get dust. So before you pour your beer,
rinse it
real quick. And you know what? The outside, dry with a lint free.
Mm-hmm.
The inside, you don't need to dry. Just shake it out. That water film.
Thank you, Taylor.
that water film is actually going to help your pour.
Absolutely.
So, because this one here, I haven't used, and John knows damn well, I haven't used this in a long time.
Last time I used mine was when we had Chilling on the show.
Yeah. And so, we had Chilling on the show. I didn't even use this on the show, did I?
You didn't?
So this had dust in it. I rinsed it out, wiped the outside down,
done.
Shook the water out, and this is why this is poured.
Shake it out. Shake it out. There you go.
Smell clearly.
I prefer shake it like a Polaroid picture, but that's
shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Outcast.
Damn. Yeah. So now they have the Taylor and Outcast. They need to get together and do another shake song.
You have to get Outcast. I don't hate that at all. You have to get Outcast back together, though.
Well, no, what about what was his name? Shake You Down. Gregory Abbott.
Oh, Gregory Abbott. Oh, you know that song back there. Oh, look at you. You was getting some chicks back in the day. Gregory Abbott playing.
Borderline yacht rock right
May I have this dance? That was a Whisper in Your Ear song right there.
Absolutely.
That was a...
Oh, well.
That's hit the dance floor and see what you can do.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day, I miss those days. For a lot of reasons, but not just that.
And that's when John didn't need the antibiotics anymore.
Exactly. So Vanessa said, just to catch up on a couple of comments here. Vanessa said, tried typing in on the Facebook site, but her end does not add her comment there.
Her enfo's not add.
I'm assuming it means does.
I think she's facing the final boss. I think that's what's going on right there.
That's
final boss.
Final boss, yeah. Hot dark chocolate with some hot paper is.
Oh, these typos are getting epic.
Hold on. Wait for it.
Pepper. Okay. So she's talking Mexican hot chocolate. You put a little caliente in there.
Caliente in there.
Yeah. It's lovely.
And she has ghost pepper cat soup.
Cat soup.
That's the English version right there.
He's not wrong. That's not a wrong.
Pardon me, son. You have any cats up?
Yeah, I've got that right next to my Grey
Poupon. Why, of course. There you go. And Doug Smith wants to know who's buying Cricket Hill.
Well, he's not talking about the beer. He's talking about the brewery.
He's talking about the brewery, yeah.
So Rick Reed has finally decided, after so many years being one of the OGs in New Jersey,
having me over and over again tell him, no, I'm not buying it. Sorry.
You, Chuck Aaron, Gene Lynch,
everybody. He asked Gene. He asked. I mean, when I was working for him 20 years ago, he asked me to buy it.
So he's finally selling. Chuck Aaron was going to buy it if he gave him 5 years. 10 years later,
he's asking him.
He's finally decided to sell, and Chuck has his own brewery now, so Chuck's not buying.
Well, Chuck's been open. Chuck's been open for 10 years. So
yeah,
he's been open for almost 10 years. He's been incorporated for like 12. So, but
the thought of Cricket Hill folding is a body blow to New Jersey craft beer. So hopefully someone will buy them. It's not going to be the same without Rick Reed up on the catwalk.
There's no way
doing his little turn on the catwalk.
I have to. You know what? I have. I'm going to show a picture, but it's not going to be any selfies that I've taken with Rick over the years. It's going to be something extra. I'll find it. You talk. Go ahead.
Where's Cricket Hill out of?
Cricket Hill is in
Fairfield,
New Jersey.
Okay.
It's going to the brewery was always a lot of fun. First, you had to navigate the parking lot and all the potholes. And the great thing is, if you had a stomper, you can park in one of the potholes. But you could go in, and the thing is, every Friday was basically a party. But Rick would never call it a party. He referred to it as a tour.
It was the tour, yeah.
It was the tour. And he would get up on the catwalk up by the brew kettle and the hot liquor tank and all that. And he would talk about why mass-produced beer sucks. And the first time you see this, you're expecting him to tack out up there because he gets so passionate. He get red in the face. He should have got the Emmy, Oscar,
100%,
whatever, for his performance up there on the catwalk. It was sexy as fuck. And so losing Rick, when he does step out, and he's been this for a long time, and he deserves to just relax. And with all the bullshit that's happening in New Jersey with the fade.
So I did say it.
And the thing is, he said, but the thing is, I'll allow it because I took the picture.
I know. I'm going to show this picture first. So here's a picture. Here's right before we close the bar. That's me. That's Rick Reed in the middle, and Mr. Brian Boak, who's commenting all the time on the show, right?
So we
took the picture, yes, and that's the Jack Daniel's statue in the back, right there.
Yeah, and we've got got two New Jersey beer legends and John
and me.
I was going to say two New Jersey beer legends and Brian, just to see if he was still watching. But no, it's accurate.
This is the best though. We did this. We did this years ago. I mean, this is probably 2008, I want to say. This was advertised. This is one of the POS displays. It was poster. It was just what's the word I'm looking for? Collateral for selling beer and put it in stores and everything else. But this was one of the best pictures ever. And we used this as marketing for the brewery.
There's the man.
Nice.
That was fantastic.
So losing this gentleman, term used loosely, and he appreciates the fact that
he's a gentleman.
Caveated that. No, he is a gentleman, but he doesn't like to be called it. The fact losing him in the New Jersey craft beer world will be a huge loss. Losing Cricket Hill will be a huge loss. These are the OGs.
They're one of the OGs. Yeah.
But it's I get it. It's a rough industry right now with everything that's happening.
You know what? Obviously everybody's feeling it, right? But I'm not going to put that on them. I haven't talked to Rick specifically about what they're going through, any struggles, what's going on in the environment, the whole 9 years, whatever. But I could tell you right now, they're just done. They did their thing. Ed and Gwen, I think they want to retire and move down. I think their kids live in Delaware. They want to move to Delaware.
I think Rick's done too.
Rick has been done. He lives down by his daughter and just outside of Philly. He does what he does. He's commuting back and forth to do Sundays at the brewery. And he does every Sunday at the brewery except for the one Sunday last June that Dave and I went.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the one thing, if you get a chance on YouTube, put Rick Reed Cricket Hill in and see his rant. It is well worth it. It's
back in the day, Rod. Back in the day, we've had these stories before. Before New Jersey had tap.
Brian is still watching, by the way.
Yeah.
Still watching. Yeah.
Another OG legend in New Jersey.
Well, he was in the picture, right? So
he was in that picture. Yeah. That's why I took the picture. I wanted two legends in the picture, and then John.
And then I just happened to get in there.
Fucking photobombed.
Anyway. But So
Well, how?
I was
Sorry,
going to say before the pandemic, before the while before the pandemic,
well before,
but before tap rooms, right? Before things were allowed, brewers were allowed tap rooms, and was there 9 or 10 breweries at the time, maybe even less, 8 at the time?
It depends if you
actually no, you can go back before. It's probably 6, I think, at the time, because when the first time I ever went to Cricket Hill, well, before that's what I'm saying, before the tap rooms. Cricket Hill was Friday nights only, 5 to 8, and that was the tour, right? You had to get a tour, so forth and so on. So, and Rick would get up there at, like Dave said, at 7 o'clock on Friday nights. He'd give the tour, and everybody was there. First time I ever went, obviously before I worked for them. I'm going back over 20 years now, and I walk in there, and it's January. Rick is shoveling snow and back. It's like probably 20 to 5, quarter to 5. I get there, I pull in the back.
I've heard the story, so I'm going to take a leak.
Go get a bio break, yeah.
Yeah.
So, whatchamacallit, I pull in the back and I roll down the window, and Rick's, like I said, Rick shoveling snow. And I said, "You doing the tour tonight with the snow?" He says, "Absolutely. If I were you, I'd go park right over there." He points at a spot in the back and go inside and have a beer. I'm like, all right. So I pulled over, I pulled in the back, get out of the car, walk past him. He's still shoveling snow, walk inside. There's nobody there. He was alone. The first beer I ever had at Cricket Hill, I poured myself. I walked in. So I didn't just do it. I walked out. He goes, "Nobody in there." He says, "You see the taps over there?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Go have a beer." I'm like,
okay.
Oh,
that's awesome.
That was
I'd never seen their beers like when I would come up to visit, and I would hit like Roger Wilco or
there's nothing down in South Jersey.
Okay,
they distributed in Jersey. The furthest south they got was with Short Point, so the furthest south they got was Burlington County. So if you got so
my
now
old stomping grounds.
Yeah, so I mean, occasionally they would have gotten some stuff in. They would have gotten some stuff. Actually, I lie. I'm lying. I apologize. South Jersey, they actually were distributed by Hunterdon.
Okay,
but they didn't do a whole hell of a lot of business down there. I don't think they were to the best of my recollection. I don't think they were ever in Roger Wilco's. They were in the canals. They were in Spirits Unlimited over on the east side. They were in a couple of smaller places, but mostly the canals is where Hunterdon put them. And Short Point got them. There wasn't many, if any, draft in South Jersey. A little bit here and there, sparse. But the focus of their distribution was North Jersey. Was Kohler up in North Jersey. The 7 counties up in North Jersey. So, but yeah, they opened in 2001. I mean, they're 24 years in it now, right now. So
yeah.
I mean, I think he's got a good run in. But you guys are still getting hit with some restrictions there in Jersey, right? Like, you guys are
stupid. It's stupid. We did a whole show last week about it.
I was saying you just extend the show an hour if you get this going. Brian posted up his third beer. I don't know if you saw that.
I'm going to put that up in a second. Brian was the 13th brewery that opened up. He was. Yeah. Anyway, Brian's third beer. His third beer is Bear Walker Ale brewed with maple syrup. It's a brown ale brewed with maple syrup. At Jackalope Brewing in Nashville. I actually almost wore my Jackalope shirt.
Nashville, Tennessee.
I love I absolutely love the brewery.
Brewery's fantastic.
I love the coffee shop next door as well. I was not exceptionally a fan of the beer itself, but the hang there just enhanced.
The hang was amazing. I was down there, and
some of the stuff's great.
Yeah, no,
it's not consistent. They're not consistent.
The stuff that I had while I was there was actually really good. And I like Bear Walker. Bear Walker's a good beer. I like maple.
No, Bear Walker.
No, a maple brown ale. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
But I implore everybody, we're not going to put every comment up. But
I think I had a maple brown ale last.
There's a lot of back and forth between the commenters on the show. Mm-hmm. Do yourself a favor, go read those things. We're not going to put it all.
Yeah, I can't put everything up, so yeah, we're going to leave that.
There's some good stuff going on.
Some good stuff.
It looks like we're making some relationships, and there might be some. Is there flirting going on? We'll see. But
there's Brian's comment off. There we go. Okay. Go. We implore everybody to go. Any others? We'll we'll put up a couple of them, but we implore everybody to go read the back and forth between Vanessa and Doug
and Doug and
Brian. So
yeah,
because it's not a show without Vanessa talking about smoking meat.
Absolutely.
I'm going to leave that alone right there.
Leave it alone.
The more you know about Vanessa, the more you'll start thinking like, what? How's that? Do I want to know how that works?
No, I think we get it.
Yeah, Vanessa's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, just think 6'3", 6'9" in stilettos, and hung out of Studio 54 in the late 70s.
Nice.
That's all you need to know.
And can't type worth of shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We've had some commenters on the show. Like usually, and Brian's been good. Usually, Brian's our typo king.
Actually, Matt is usually the typo king.
Oh well, when Matt comments on the show because
sausage fingers.
Because he's Polish. He's got kielbasa for fingers. So yeah, absolutely. But Brian Boak is usually pretty much our typo king. But Vanessa is.
Well, understand. Vanessa's also our apocalypse leader. So everybody on my channel knows when shit hits the fan, there's zombies, all kinds of shit. We're all going to Vanessa's house in Connecticut. Everybody has to meet up there.
And even though
she'll assign tasks to everybody and what they need to do.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
I'm okay with that. I got to bring my friend, my ex-college roommate, Bill. He's got a small arsenal in his house.
There you go.
I'll bring him along with his arsenal and his dogs. His dogs could be useful.
Yeah. Got to hunt.
Except for maybe Xena. Xena's this little fluff ball that's just annoying. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh yeah.
Where are we going next here, John?
I got some hop takes.
Hot takes.
Oh, you prepare some hop takes for the show?
I prepared some hop takes for the show.
Was work boring today?
A little bit. Other than the port tasting.
He showed me that, man. I'll say this one thing about port.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at Tony Port, don't taste a 10. If you look at 10, do yourself a favor, don't taste a 20. If you look at 20, don't ever taste a 30. And if you look at 30, don't ever taste a 40. Because anytime that you do, you're never going to you'll never be satisfied for everything below. And you're just going to spend way more money than you intended to when you dove into the port game. The port game will suck you in and leave you bankrupt. It's a rough thing. So, but
it's a hard knock life.
Yes. Annie reference. We've never had an Annie reference on the show before.
I actually saw Annie in '78 on Broadway.
How was she doing?
Broadway? Yeah, off Broadway.
You saw her on okay.
She's walking down, red dress, the whole nine. She's walking down. No, Allison Smith was actually Annie when I saw it. The actress Allison Smith.
Who has never commented on the show.
Never. She's never, all these years, she's never commented on the show.
Bitch.
I told her to in '78. We'll be doing a show in 2020 and on. You better tune in.
I've only been to Broadway one time in my life.
Good for you.
That was when I was a kid, and my aunt took me up to New Jersey. We went to go see. Guess what we went to see up there?
What year was it?
Les Mis.
This was like 75 or whatever.
75. You went to see.
Think of R&B pop singers.
Oh.
R&B,
The
soul, The Wiz.
So
Diana Ross was Dorothy. Michael Jackson was the Scarecrow.
It was the original.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I would have killed this. I would have killed to see that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I've seen a bunch of Broadway
shows. I have
shows.
fond memories when I see that because it reminds me when she went there as a kid, So yeah,
I've seen a bunch of Broadway shows, and I'm like wishy-washy on it. Sometimes it's like, oh my god, that was great.
I struggle with plays and stuff sometimes, but
Sometimes you fall asleep. Sometimes they'll
I go see. I've seen plays on Broadway. I've seen musicals on Broadway. I've seen more musicals on Broadway than plays.
Yeah.
And I've
seen more plays on off Broadway.
Yeah. I've seen that. The last play I saw
was that Tony Maria's Wedding was one of the off Broadways. That was
the last play I saw was a lot of years ago. I actually saw The Odd Couple with Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's very cool.
That was pretty cool.
So I did see the producers, but it wasn't Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick like it should be. It was actually Richard Hurt. Richard Kind. Richard Kind.
Kind, right? Yeah, Kind.
Yeah.
Richard Kind and Brad Barton.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's actually not a bad second team.
So here's something funny.
So it wasn't Dick Hurt.
It wasn't Dick Hurt.
Dick Hurts. Richard Hurt. But it goes by Dick.
When I was in Baltimore before coming back to Cincinnati, they had New Jack City as a play.
As a play?
As a play.
Really?
But all the people were all different people except Alan Payne was still in it. And I just couldn't think so everybody else's career took off except yours? Like, why are you still
Everybody was over doing movies, and he's still doing off Broadway.
Yeah, he's
How
still
far Broadway? Baltimore.
So I don't know if he was maybe one of the writers or something with it. That's why he was still in it. But it was just
maybe it was his. Maybe he took that.
He adapted
it, and
Wesley Snipes went to jail and came back, and he still didn't come back.
And he still didn't come back to the play.
You need a paycheck. So I've opened technically what would be my fifth beer of the night.
Fifth. Oh, you're opening Bobtoberfest.
I've drank this on the show before, but
you have. I have too. That's a good beer.
Yeah. It's a damn good beer.
I'm opening mine next one too. Open yours. Open that, and then I'll.
I gotta open my third one.
Open my
second one.
Then we'll do the hop takes. Oh,
I never mentioned my second one because I didn't want to.
Oh, come on!
I didn't want to get booed off the show, but
boot. Well, no.
I know how Dave is, and it's one I haven't had for a bit, so I'll grab it.
But
I'm easing my way back into pumpkin.
Here's the one thing you don't understand about me is what's my statement on Untapped, John?
Drink what you want. Let others drink what they want. Don't be a douche. Unless it's seltzer.
So I will never judge you for what you're drinking unless it's macro.
Well, technically, it's we go by the BA definition.
Okay,
because technically, by their definition,
I know you're
under macro now.
So I was in Seattle.
Yeah,
and I went there.
Wait, who did you go to see?
Adel. And I went there and they have the largest gamut of pumpkin beers that anybody would ever fear.
100%.
At Elysium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
They're what do they have every
it's
year?
30-something
different pumpkin beers.
Because I've only ever done the Night Owl. Because I've actually enjoyed that.
But that's the only one you ever need.
Night Owl is good, but Night Owl is pretty good. But it's. I mean, Punkachino is probably the best one I like. It's the coffee pumpkin.
Okay.
And I'm not.
Maybe I have done that one.
So Rod, I'm not gonna judge you in drinking the macro because when we went to Seattle, our Airbnb was 4 blocks from Elysium.
Mm-hmm.
And I was torn we're right here. We have to go.
Look, I'm not gonna Space Dust out. You can cuss me out for it, but I still enjoy Space Dust.
Space Dust is a beautiful beer. It's one of my favorite northwestern IPAs.
Here's the thing, and it's the same thing with Blue Point. When AB InBev bought these breweries, all right, it's the same thing with Wicked Weed. When AB InBev bought these breweries, they didn't. Goose Island, they took brewing rights. Goose Island IPA used to be a good IPA, and now it's brewed at AB InBev.
Yeah, now it's awful.
It's awful.
But they leave Goose Island alone to brew the Bourbon County Stout. They still do that in Chicago. But Elysian, Blue Point, when they had it before Tilray bought them, obviously, and all these other breweries, they just bought the distribution rights. The breweries were still brewing the beer there, using the same ingredients and whatever. I mean, things might have been a little bit easier for them because they could get a little bit better of a buy, but nothing much was changed as far as I came to know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Toasted lager changed.
Toasted lager did change. Toasted lager did change.
I haven't had that. Okay, no, I haven't had that in a number of years. But
I've had it since Ray brought it.
To Vanessa's question, let's not get crazy.
Right,
things don't get that bad where I fought at that level.
Let's put it up there. Hold on. Wait, which one? I got to go back. Which one are you talking about?
The unmentioned beer. Things don't get that crazy where I'm going to drop to that level.
That's what you're talking about. Brian's comment. No.
That's
Brian's comment.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. I thought it was Vanessa. It was Brian's comment.
Did Rod have a Bud Light for his unmentioned beer?
You'll see me have a still reserve before that shit.
Rod will be sleeping underneath cardboard on the corner somewhere before he resorts to that.
I'll admit this really quick. Now, Dave, Jess and I went to the Botanical Gardens, New York Botanical Gardens last Wednesday. We went over to Arthur Ave, obviously, afterwards too.
Oh yeah.
Got to have some Italian afterwards. So we went to our favorite restaurant on Arthur Avenue was actually closed because it was Wednesday. They're closed. They're only open Thursday through Sunday. So we went to this other restaurant, and not as good as the one we love the most, but definitely good. Definitely a good meal we had. But on Arthur Avenue, as you can imagine, in most of these Italian restaurants, the beer selection is very slim pickings. So what did I have?
Brooklyn?
Nope.
What'd you got?
It's an Italian restaurant. What did I have?
Stella Artois?
No.
Peroni?
I had Peroni.
You gotta have the Peroni.
Yeah.
And Arthur, when you get into the Bronx that way, and you're on Arthur Avenue or maybe one block over, Italians, fantastic there.
Mm-hmm.
But the Greek food in that area will just blow you away. The pasticcio. My God.
Pasticcio is fantastic. Yeah. Well, I also went into my favorite deli over there, Casa della Mozzarella. It's on 187th.
Did you get some mozzarella?
Corner? Of course. But I bought. Now here's the thing. I got my sanguige, right? As I call it, right?
It's a sanguige.
I got my sanguige, right? It's mine. It's more.
Did you get some gabagool on your sanguige?
I didn't get gabagool on my sanguige. I did not get gabagool on my sanguige. No, it's mortadella.
Now I feel like I'm back in Jersey.
God, he said mortadella. Mortadella, I am now in heaven.
My sanguige, right, is mortadella, sopressata. I didn't say supersat. Sopressata, mortadella, sopressata, smoked mozzarella,
nice,
and sautéed red roasted peppers. That's my thing. That's it.
You know what's funny? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let me just finish real quick. So I got it. Now the sandwich is like this big. It's huge. Tons of meat. Amazing, right? Now I got it for lunch the next day. So I told them, just give me a container with the red roasteds, and I'll put them on myself the next day or whatever, right? So, and the bread kept it. Fantastic bread.
Of course, you're not the Avenue.
$14. Okay, that's. I mean, obviously, you think back years ago, $14. That sandwich,
not for New York City.
Fantastic, right? Now, next to work, there's a pizzeria near me. Okay, 3 weeks ago, I felt like having an Italian sub for dinner, and it was like late at night. It was my only choice to go to this place. All right, I won't dine them out what they are, but it's like any other pizzeria, right? The cheapest frigging cold cuts. Ham, salami, provolone, thin bread. They charged me $19 for the sandwich.
Yeah.
And that's in Jersey. All right.
Yeah. You get shot over that shit.
So, Rod, what were you going to say about this shit?
Well, I was going to say one thing. Well, it's funny. And one thing, though, besides that, speaking of bad sandwich and bad pricing, I wanted a sandwich the other day, but it was like, I was at the gas station. I was like, oh, there's a Subway there. I haven't been to Subway in a long time, whatever. I just went in there.
Oh, no.
It was just like going to be a quick type lunch type thing.
Bud Light.
Well,
we all make Bud Light, right? Ryan said, just in case Rod did have a Bud Light, I balanced him out. My fourth beer is Lost Colony Holy Hand Grenade, Russian Imperial Stout.
Oh, nice.
And that's a fantastic beer because, Dave, we had that with Brian at a tailgate last year.
We done did. And not for nothing, that's the second time this show, Holy Hand Grenade's been brought up.
I know.
Oh, nice.
Monty Python references, I absolutely love.
But I ended up, I haven't had a meatball sub in a while. Let me get a meatball sub over here. And I went over there, and it was just an easy, quick lunchtime thing.
Vanessa agrees with me right here.
Yeah.
Put that up real quick.
What did Vanessa say on it? Subway, yeah. It was just like something quick, just something different.
We're shaming you big time.
Yeah, right? and I should be shamed. I should be shamed. I should have known when I went in there I was the only person in there besides 2 workers, right? So I was like, I'll get that. Get a meatball. Yeah, put the peppers on it, put the onions on. Would have paid $9 for a footlong at Subway.
That's
$9.
What happened to $5 footlongs?
But it's a Subway. It used to be a $5. I'm like, I know I've been out of the game a while. I haven't been to Subway in like a number of years, but is it twice as better?
$9 footlongs.
It's not twice as better. Why?
Well, it's not quite twice. Twice as better would be $10.
Well, yeah, almost there, but it's almost there. Yeah. Better. And then they ask for a tip now, and I think, why would I give you a tip for this piece of shit sub?
Don't even get me started on the tips, and I won't get into it. But I was at a Met game in August, and I walk up, and this has happened before. I walk up, and I got a program because I always keep score at the games, right? Yeah. Walk up, I get a $6 program, and everything it's cashless at Citi Field. So you have to tap your card for everything you buy, right? So you walk in, I walk up to the booth and ask for a program. He hands me, he goes like, he pushes a magazine because there's a stack. He pushes one 3 inches towards me and says, here you go. And I took it. And then he rings it up. He says $6 and he spins the thing around. He says, oh yeah, up to you whether you want to tip or not. Tip you for what? Pushing the magazine 3 inches?
Some people do get tipped for pushing 3 inches. But anyway.
You're not wrong.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
Yeah, you don't even need the rest of it. Just the other 2.5 inches don't matter.
John, please don't use that as an opening.
That's not open. That's just for us.
That's for us.
But no, I've seen it. Like they do that
funny
thing.
As shit, though.
You spin it around, and I'm like, you didn't do that. Hit the thing and spin it back. No. So it was just funny because it was like, okay, now I remember why I don't go to Subway. But when I first got out of Jersey, going to sub spots, you were used to having Capicola. They were like, "What's Capicola?" Capicola, and they're like, "We don't know what that is." Like, how do you run a sub shop and you don't know
Capicola?
That took me some years to get used to when I was out of New Jersey trying to order Italian subs, and I'm like, it isn't going to be as good, but it's the best we got, And then they brought Jersey Mike's in, and Jersey had Capicola. So I can at least get this now with Jersey Mike's. It wasn't the same as going to Sal's or Amato's or some other places, but it was decent enough to get me through the day.
We got some places up here, but So your Subway experience is like kind of me with like McDonald's. Like every 3 years, I have to have a Big Mac.
Yeah,
and then remind myself that it's just the fries.
I used to. It is just the fries, but I usually do that. I didn't last year, but I usually do that the Friday of before Christmas every year. I finish up I always got like 2 or 3 or 4 other things that I got to buy. So I run out the Friday before Christmas every year, finish up whatever Christmas shopping I've left, and I go out and I go over to Freehold Raceway Mall. Finish it up, and as I'm coming back down 9, before I hit 195, I go past 195, and I go into the McDonald's. Once a year I do this, and I get a Big Mac, a large fry, and a vanilla milkshake. And I pull around, and I park right in the lot, and I put on one of the comedy channels. I don't know why. This is the only time of the year I do this. I put on one of the comedy channels on
John
Sirius.
Has a lot of these
weird traditions. Yeah.
That he must adhere to, otherwise he fears that the devil will take him.
No, I just enjoy them. That's all.
Now, I will hit McDonald's once in a while in March just because I still like the Shamrock Shake.
A Shamrock Shake. Shamrock Shake is good.
Do you dip your fries in the Shamrock Shake?
I've never dipped my fries in a shake or Frosty.
You've never dipped
neither in a or a Frosty.
Oh, so the fries in from McDonald's into something. Maybe sacrilege because the fries themselves are just so perfect, but fries from Wendy's into a Frosty must be done.
Wendy's fries and a Frosty have to do it. Brian Boak said, no fast food, no crappy sub stores. A&A Market in Little Falls, killer bread and the best sandwich. A&A is pretty good.
Yeah, And there's an A&A in Lincoln Park as well, which is absolutely fucking fantastic. They're the fresh moots and there's a Jersey, the fresh moots. The mozzarella for all the white people across the country.
for the rural area.
for the breadbasket of the country. Mozzarella.
By the way,
the fresh, what they make fresh, the salt level is absolutely perfect there. And when you go there and you grab, it's great thing is because they've got the plastic wrap brick of mozzarella, and you go and you grab it, and it's still warm. That's a big. And you've got the capicolas, sweet and hot, hanging off the rack. Like, I'll take that one. They cut it off for you. And it's like, ugh. So my little sister, when she was married, her in-laws, her husband's parents were first generation off the boat.
Okay.
And they own restaurants, they own delis and all that, but they were still having trouble getting things. And I went down to visit once, and I brought the capicola and the mozzarella from A&A.
No, you brought the gabagool.
No,
and the mozzarella.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It wasn't even capicola. It was sopressata. It was the hot and sweet. It was a sopressata.
Super sad.
So I brought that
and the macaroni and the gravy.
You didn't get any of the prosciutto? No prosciutto.
No prosciutto. No prosciutto. It was the boats. It was the boats, and it was the.
For those of you out there, we're kidding.
Oh, we're joking. we know better. But I brought that down to them, and we opened up the island in my sister's house, and her in-laws were there. I don't think it all lasted more than 7 minutes. We just destroyed that. And they're like, where did you get this? Because they were from Italy. So where'd you get this mozzarella? This is Lincoln Park in Jersey. Like, this is the best mozzarella we've had.
But it is, yeah. But Brian said, sorry, Lincoln
Park. Okay, so he's right. So he knows.
My bad, because it's A&S Pork Store, and it's not in Little Falls. It's actually in Woodland Park. So A&S is in Woodland Park. A&A is in Woodland Park.
A&A in Lincoln Park is serious.
He has one of those super sads in the fridge right now.
As he should. It's one of the few places that I found one of my sister's favorite cheeses, Italian cheeses. It's kin to provolone.
Scamorza?
No. The name's it's escaping me right now, but they had a pretty decent one.
I was reading Vanessa's comment in there. You gotta be careful when you say 18-inch long grinders.
H&M grinders right near me sells 18-inch long grinders. Yeah, but do they have sandwiches?
That's a damn good question right there.
You won't find those on the website.
No. That's behind the curtain in the back.
Wait a second.
Back in the day, the video stores with the curtain.
Wait a second. Is there an Asian massage parlor right next door?
Next door. Yeah. By the way, I didn't put it up there. My next beer, I went down to Massachusetts. I'm having a pot and kettle from Trillium. It's an oatmeal coffee porter.
That is a fantastic beer.
There we go.
You know, it's interesting because...
And I put it in, finally,
Trillium glass.
Proper glassware.
Hashtag proper glassware.
Sarah would be so proud.
He would be proud of me. I know. I'll be putting this up on Honest Beer Reviews later.
And no bubbles in the glass, too.
Yes, I clean my glassware.
No, it's funny because Trillium...
We just can't see the bubbles because it's dark.
It's dark.
Yeah. Right. Way to play it. Yeah. Trillium used to be one of those destination breweries, right? Like where you had to go to Trillium. We get Trillium distribution now in Cincinnati, which is amazing.
Really, that's cool.
Yeah,
I bought this one in Jersey at some store somewhere.
Yeah,
some store. Okay, Trillium's in Jersey now.
Yeah,
I know that. I just want you to confirm.
It is. Trillium is in Jersey.
So I like to think that I'm one of the people that helped Trillium through the pandemic because I lived in Rhode Island at the time.
You were only about, what, 25 minutes, half an hour?
Yeah.
Again?
Well, about 3 hours if you 25 minutes driving there and about 2 hours online to get your pickup.
Right.
Because oh my god, the industrial park they were in, they dominated it during COVID because everything else was closed down. So
did you get vegetables while you were there too?
I did. So they have a farm, and I did get a box of vegetables. I made an amazing.
We talked about this on one of the early shows.
Yeah,
too.
okay, because it was right after I made it. It was a carrot curry soup with their like Merlot carrots. It was a beautiful color.
You said carrot curry?
Carrot curry.
I made a carrot curry soup off of the vegetables that I got from Trillium. But I like to think I'm one of the people that helped them through COVID. They helped me. Oh my God, they helped me through COVID, as many of the breweries in Rhode Island and Massachusetts did.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to think I helped them through any tax issues they may have had through COVID.
Right.
I spent a lot of money at Trillium.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So. All right, so I got some hot takes.
Oh, the hot takes. Oh God, shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bathroom break real quick.
You go do a bio break.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, I love that. I love when he puts that up. There you go. We can do that, by the way. You can do that.
Yeah, I know we can do that, but I just like to just leave it blank and just put my microphone off because my microphone. Actually, you know what? Since I put the little afro on it.
Yep.
It doesn't pick up as much as it used to.
It does. It's actually really good.
It's really good. So I like to put it on mute so you can't hear me tinkling.
Well, of course. Well, I'm glad you put it on mute not last December.
Oh, shut up. You're going to go there. Okay. Shame me. That's a ton of shame.
Hey, you know what? This year, maybe it's my turn or Matt's or Al's. We'll see. Time will tell.
We shall see. I plan on not being the person who goes and hugs the porcelain. Praise to the porcelain god. That's the phrase.
Praise to the porcelain god. I will tell you this. Okay. We're doing that show on the 30th, December 30th this year. Yeah. All right. I have to be up at 6 a.m. on the 31st.
You're fucked.
That's going to be a fun day.
I like fondue.
I like fondue too.
Yeah.
Fondue's fun. I like Gruyere fondue.
Gruyere works very well in fondue, and Carrie and I are watching. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this. So if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you know who Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd are. Mm-hmm. That's Merry and Pippin. And they did a show. It's a series.
Right.
Season 2 has been signed off on. The season 1 was 8 episodes, and it's called Billy and Dom Eat the World.
Okay.
Where the two hobbits go around, and they've got this really kind of strange, almost homoerotic relationship going. But they go to a bunch of different places, and it's kind of Bourdain, hobbitish. Right. And in one of them, Ian McKellen's actually in it, which is really, really cool. The London episode, because he owns a bar. He's part owner of a bar in London, sort of. Yeah. He explains it, and I still don't understand it. But it's really cool.
Awesome. We got hot takes. Rod's back.
Oh, Rod's back. Hi, Rod.
Hey, I was catching up on the Brokeback Hobbits. I didn't know what was going on there.
Oh no, you got to watch
Brokeback Hobbit.
Brokeback Hobbit. He's not wrong. That's a damn good way of putting that. But if you've not seen Billy and Dom Eat the World,
I've not seen that.
Yeah, how cool.
But you know what show I'm going
to
try to hear this.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Brian wants to know what channel. I'm like,
God, what channel was that? I think it was on Amazon Prime.
Was it Prime?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There you go. And Vanessa said, I may be buying a 40-gallon cast iron pot from a company in North Carolina next summer for the fire pit.
40. What the hell are you going to cook in 40?
I understand.
I'm
Vanessa
sorry.
has a bunch of stuff in her backyard. She has a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, I'm aware of this. She talks about smoking stuff all the time, and we're talking about meats and.
Apparently, she's not far away from. Apparently, she's not that far away from OEC, so we need to take a ride up there.
I mean,
but 40-gallon cast iron pot. Who are you boiling it? I mean, what are you boiling in this?
Who are you boiling in this? Yeah, Bugs
I mean,
Bunny.
again,
Bugs Bunny,
right?
Cut the cucumbers up in the.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of people at her house with the apocalypse. I mean, she's got to prepare. So
she's gotta be ready. She's gotta be ready.
All right, hot takes. We're
hot
on
takes.
hot
There we
takes.
go.
Okay.
All right. And Pete from the Sports Podcast is actually doing a theme intro for us for hot takes. So
Is he?
yeah. So it's nice. He's done all the themes and the things for different intros for the sports show. He's just doing one for hot takes. So there we go. I think it's going to be a riff on the hot takes that we do on the sports one, but hop takes.
I like hot cakes.
Hot cakes. There you go. All right, hot cakes.
With maple syrup.
That was Houlihan.
That was Houlihan.
No, it's Hot Lips. That was
Hot Lips
That's
Houlihan.
Hot Lips.
Yeah. Loretta Swit. Where was she born? God rest her soul. Where was she born? Where's she from?
In
I
your
would say,
backyard?
is it New Jersey?
Passaic, New Jersey.
There we go.
Passaic, New Jersey. You know what other actor was born in Passaic, New Jersey? Younger than Loretta Swit. Younger than or same age as us ish.
Enlighten us, John.
That would be Paul Rudd.
Oh yeah, he is New Jersey. Yeah,
The ageless one.
The ageless one.
Yes.
The guy that's pushing 60 and looks like he's 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of New Jersey, any thoughts on the Bruce Springsteen movie coming out?
The
actors look really good on it. They look,
but I will always see him as the bear. It's just not going to work for me because I can't get past him being the bear.
Yeah, but you see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Do you always think of him being Wolverine in other movies?
No, I picture Hugh Jackman in other movies. I honestly, as much as I've seen him as Wolverine, I still picture him as I think Hugh Jackman. I don't immediately go to Wolverine. I go to other
yeah. So it could work.
Yeah, because
it could work.
Yeah, Hugh's done some stuff that I don't see him as Wolverine, but I can't see him as nothing but the bear. It's gonna be rough, and well, we'll get back to Springsteen eventually. So, John, hop takes.
Hop takes. There we go. All right. Springsteen. No, I'm kidding. There we go. No, wait,
Courtney Cox on this video. No, go ahead.
Courtney.
So you know that her dance in that video is what inspired
Carlton Banks.
Yeah, Carlton dance.
He just sped it up.
Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yeah.
He just sped it up a little bit. That's all he did for that.
That's it.
For it's not unusual by Tom.
And I think it was more Courtney Cox's interpretation of the dance and not so much Bruce's interpretation of the dance. So,
probably. But yes.
Anyway, all right. Here we go. Hot takes. Here we go. Hot takes. Here we go. Hot takes beer plus seasons edition. Okay. That's the edition. Beer seasons.
Okay, Roger. Let's see what the hell he's going.
All right, so I got five. I got five.
New segment on the show, I think, for me.
I got five. Here we go.
Yeah,
it's new for you. Yeah,
okay.
We've done this before.
Märzen's or winter warmers?
As a preference,
which of the two? Of those two, Märzen's or winter warmers? I immediately know Dave's answer to the next one. And mine and yours probably, but
that's I don't know if that's a competition right there.
It's hard. I know, that's why we're doing it. So
I think for me it's winter warmers for me. Mm-hmm. I like the bigger beers, and I do Oktoberfest for like a week or two, but winter warmers I'll do them for a while.
I agree. I'm
all year long.
Yeah, I love Märzen's. I'll drink them. I'll drink a bunch of them from late August through even early November. But winter warmers, if of the two, winter warmers.
I have to agree. I have to struggle with it because
it's hard, but it's winter warmers.
Yeah.
You agree too, Dave?
Yeah.
Awesome. And so That's Brian.
Brian
says winter warmer.
Well, that's just a fucking given.
That's a given. Yeah, and by the way, he says, I have a 20-gallon and a 30-gallon stainless. A 40-gallon cast iron is very large and extreme.
Well, yeah, of course. And it's kind of really tough to get your victims into it.
This is true. You need help. You need some sort of a fulcrum.
And whereas Brian is tall, I don't think he might be as strong as Vanessa to be able to get them into it.
Bite-sized pieces.
Yeah.
Gotta cut them up for.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just like how you eat an elephant.
And I think she's got a bigger backyard than Brian does.
Hey, you don't talk about her backyard.
True enough. I stand corrected.
But by the way, just so everybody knows, we post these after we're done, the hop takes, and the one we post, the winner, if you will, is the consensus. So if it's like this one, winter warmers was the three of us, right?
That's three.
Mm-hmm.
If Rod and I both said winter warmers and Dave said Meritzens, it's winter warmers.
My opinion means shit.
Right. Yeah. So it's whatever the majority rules for these, right?
That's called democracy.
It's called democracy. There you go. Okay, here we go.
Whatever that means.
So anyway, all right, here we go. Number 2, pumpkin ales or Belgian Christmas ales? I had to do it.
Really?
I already wrote Belgian Christmas ale.
Yeah, don't even bother.
Belgian Christmas ale. Yeah. Shit out of here.
I got it away. Well, you know what? No matter what I put,
that's a camouflage.
I could have
get that shit out of my house.
No.
Not in my house.
That's the Kembe Mutombo.
The opening night of NBA.
That was Mutombo. That was
Kembe Mutombo.
No, not in my house.
Yeah, I could have put pumpkin ales or shit, and the answer would have been
shit.
Right.
Cold shit.
The cold shit machine.
The cold ship machine. There you go. No, I typed Belgian. I typed pumpkin ale or Belgian Christmas ale - Belgian Christmas ale. I already put it there.
Yeah,
so it was already there.
Okay, number 3.
All right, number 3, brown ales or fresh hop ales.
I imagine this was a tough one for you, John, because I know you love your browns, but your fresh hop ale is the Sierra, the Celebration IPA is a fresh hop ale. Mm-hmm. So that made it really tough for you. But for me, it's not a hard one for me. It's brown ales for me.
All right.
So John have brown ales. Dave have brown ales.
I know. I didn't answer yet.
No, John has not answered yet. Mine's brown.
I'm waiting for both of you first.
Shit.
I will be if there's a difference, I will be the decider. If you're both brown ales, then
I do enjoy a good brown ale, but I'm thinking of not the celebration as much as just that fresh hop harvest ale here. I've never had it before, which was so good. It's so hard to get.
Like the Southern Harvest and Northern Harvest.
Southern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere.
Those were fantastic.
And it's only like for 6 weeks you can get those things too. So it's like, but the nuttiness of the brown ale, I gotta go fresh hop.
Fresh hop.
Fresh hop is so unique.
Dave, as much as I love brown ales, it's October 21st.
Celebration.
You know what I'm looking forward to. It's fresh hop. It's fresh hop.
But my only argument against that is you're going for something that is going to be around. I'm questioning Rod's judgment here, because are you going with a fresh hop only because of that you can only get it in this certain time frame? You can get brown ales all year long. Is the West Lettering effect that we're seeing here?
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
Rod knows what I'm talking about. Is the West Lettering effect that it's because it's only available for so much.
It's a small window that
It's
you
a
can
small
actually.
Yeah,
but
you know what?
The feel of that fresh hop ale,
that exclusionary.
I was just let's put this to bed by saying this. I had a conversation with and Dave. He's been on the show. Pete Colucci was on the show back in Pete Colucci was on the show back in late July, early August.
I know him.
Yeah. We were talking. He and I were having a conversation today. One of these years, I want to get down in Mills River, down Asheville, and I want to go to Sierra Nevada, and I want to have Selly Drippins.
I don't disagree with you.
All right.
But is it that ability to say, I've had this, you've not. So it's just so special that puts it above the whole base of browns. That's my only question right there. Whereas I agree with you. There are certain things about fresh hop ales that I absolutely love, and it's that little time frame that they have there.
2020.
He's going back a little bit there. So anyway,
still there.
Are we on to number 3?
That was number 3.
That was number 3. Oh, we're on number
4.
So
fresh hop ale, yeah. But look, hey, I have them. I go through a lot of Sierra Nevada celebration, and fresh hop ales are fantastic. And
okay, John's saying that he goes through a lot of celebration. It's saying the most human beings drink a lot of water.
It's like saying Dave breathes.
Yeah, but only air.
Only air, and only the finest chemicalized air around New York City.
Oh yeah. Well, you can't find finer chemicalized air. I mean, come
on. No.
Yeah.
So number 4.
Hold on, but I would like to put this up there because we have somebody. First of all, Brian said Belgian. Period.
Well, we know that. That's a given.
That's a given for Brian, obviously.
Like
right?
me breathing chemicalized air.
Yeah. But Brian does agree with you because he said brown ales.
I did not. That doesn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm. That surprised me.
Unfortunately, as far as putting up the winners, Brian's vote doesn't count.
Yeah, sorry, Brian.
Sorry, Brian. We love you.
We'll do this again when Brian's on the show and brown ale will win.
And then your vote will count because you're. John hates you. You know John hates you.
Yeah, we're going. Stop it. We're going to the plus section now. So we're moving away from beer. Pumpkin pie or fruit cake?
Oh, fucking pumpkin pie.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, fuck wants a fruit cake.
Hold on. Fucking
pumpkin pie. Hey, Rod, your kinks are your kinks. I'm not going to judge.
Well, it's like an apple pie from.
I thought fruitcake. I grew up as a kid. I thought fruitcake's always like a joke. That somebody who brought a fruitcake? Like who was that? Like I never understood.
I'm convinced there's one fruitcake in the world, and it's all
shared. But John was starting on something that I agree with. This is like American Pie, where Broad and a pumpkin pie are quite intimate.
Only when whipped cream gets involved.
How quickly Rod answered that tells me that
it wasn't as much about the pumpkin pie as it was more about the fruit cake.
But I agree. Pumpkin pie is so much better with about 85,000 ounces of whipped cream involved. But yeah. I will shit all over pumpkin all the time when it comes to beer, but pumpkin pie has its place. It needs to be on the table on Thanksgiving. It just has to be. It's so American pie, apple pie, and pumpkin pie. American pie. That's the movie. But,
she's my cherry pie.
Hold on, guys. Just one time at band camp.
My flute.
Yeah. Oh, that's. What did you think we did at band camp?
But apple pie and pumpkin pie, those are the two most American things, and both need to be on the table on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
and a lot of fucking cream.
And
vanilla ice cream for the apple pie.
Of course. Now, I'm going to shy away from this for a second. That's the list. That's the answer. But just a quick aside from this: pumpkin pie or pecan pie?
Oh, pecan.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
Because people get up in the arms. I know. We just had a discussion a few weeks
Pecan.
ago. People in the South, people in the South, they definitely go pecan. People in the North say pecan. Yeah.
Pecan's wrong. Pecans are grown in the South.
I kind of melded them together.
So whatever the South says is correct because that's what they're grown.
I kind of melded them together. I didn't say pecan. I didn't say pecan. I said pecan. All right.
No, it's pecan.
Or pecan.
They're grown in the South. The South pronounces it pecan.
So it's pecan. All right, it's pecan. So pumpkin pie or pecan pie?
Pecan pie. And if it's bourbon pecan pie.
Oh, no. I mean, that's...
It would be more pumpkin pie for me still.
Still? Really?
Yeah. I'm not a huge pecan pie fan.
All right.
You don't like nuts in your mouth. Okay.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
Absolutely.
Enjoyed that nut.
Mounds don't beat calls.
I do love mounds.
I am sure you do. So does Al. We know this.
Al's a big mound.
So does every other guy in the world. But Anyway, so on that side note, Dave, you win because I'm picking pecan pie too on that one.
There we go. But Brian Brooks says his mom.
But I do love.
Wait a second.
Pumpkin pie. Brian said pumpkin pie, but his mom made fruitcakes. Don't go there. Don't go there.
It's plural.
Don't go there. Don't go there
because it's plural.
Don't go there.
He's destroyed your whole concept.
There's more than one.
There's one.
I know because I want my concept to be right. Don't go there.
Well, wait a minute. How do you know it's not a repeat customer? Could have been just one person that kept
ate it.
But it's still more than one fruitcake out there.
Well, he might be the only one that
ate it. She made another one to replace it. That's a different story.
Okay. Hot take number 5.
Hot take number 5: sweaters or parkas? In other words, you like it when it's a little nippy, or you want it to be really cold out. That's my point.
I like it really, really cold. Sweaters itch the ever-loving fuck out of me. So
well, it doesn't have to be a wool sweater.
A sweater. What am I, Cliff
Huxtable
over here?
Well, no. You could be Lou Cornseca.
Lou Cornseca with the sweater. Are we counting hoodies as like parkas?
No, we're not counting Bill Belichick. No, it's not.
Straight up.
I don't even know. Like a parka is like a rain thing, right?
Well, I just mean you. All right,
no, it's a cold thing.
It's a
hold
cold
up
thing.
the fur around the opening and all.
Basically, the question was alluding to.
Yeah. Eskimo coat?
So basically, the question was alluding to fall weather where it's a little nipply out, right, or cold in the winter.
Nipply. We're back to mounds. Okay. See, I can't wear sweaters. I rarely ever wear long sleeves.
Right, sweaters or hoodies. I'll
fall. I think hoodie. Yeah,
I'll take broad sleeve.
Sweaters
or hoodies.
I'll go hoodie over sweater. I'll go parka over sweater.
All right,
I will go.
Hold on. All right, so forget about sweaters. Hoodies.
I think Dave's made a new rock paper scissors game.
You got a what? Say it again.
You just made a new rock paper scissors game. Hoodies,
sweaters, rock paper scissors. What's the whole thing with the nerds there? There's a Vulcan thing involved in that as well. But
I would go hoodie. I'm hoodie.
Hoodies over parkas. So
yeah, I'll go hoodies over parkas. Yeah,
you would go. So hoodies. Okay, we're all in agreement.
Especially a New York Rangers hoodie, which I do have.
I'm actually going to change the original one. I'm going to put hoodies.
There you go.
Hoodies. So hoodies over parkas, and it's hoodies. And Brian will take Nippoli.
He'll take Nippoli.
Yeah.
We that's not a surprise.
It's a little nipply out.
I've been to that town in Italy. It's beautiful.
Nippoli.
Yeah, Nippoli. The piazza is gorgeous.
That's like Jeopardy back in the day. It's Napoli.
The Campanile. The Campanile is great. And that Campanile in Italy is not a lawyer.
And that's how you spell it too. That's a proper code.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a friend who's a lawyer. His name is Dave Campanile. So he's a tower.
And I added, even though I only had 5, I made a 6th, and I put pumpkin pie or pecan pie, and it's pecan pie. So there's everything's represented now.
So there's no 7th.
No, there's no 7th. That's it, just the 6th. Because it is a little nipply out, we have to move on with the show. And Brian said his 7th beer that he's having.
This is only a 7th.
Only 7th. Lost Colony Kitty Hawk Blonde from Manteo, North Carolina. So, Manteo, wasn't that? No, that's Tanio. I thought that was a Manteo. I thought that was a tequila. There's a tequila. Was it Tanio? Tanteo?
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, John. You've completely lost us.
I've lost track of
Do what? Danny
Trejo. Oh, what's this on?
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
The Shetty.
I love
Danny Trejo.
I love the
Wasn't he in prison before he was an actor?
Yeah, he was in
yeah.
prison.
He was, right?
Yeah, he became an actor after he got out of prison. Yeah.
And the best thing is in the movie Heat, Danny Trejo's character's name
It's Danny Trejo.
was Trejo, which tells you they wrote the role for Danny Trejo because Danny Trejo's badass.
Yeah.
That whole movie was badass, but
Sure.
yeah, Danny Trejo, yeah. One of the faves.
One of the faves. All right, let's move on to our top 3 list. What do you think?
We've gone from 5 to 3.
We've gone from 5 to 3. We're doing 5 to 3. So top 3 list tonight is top 3 favorite saxophone solos in rock songs. Top 3 favorite saxophone solos in rock songs. Rod, please kick us off.
How did you get to saxophone in rock songs? I'm just trying to think. Like, wasn't drums, wasn't guitar, wasn't
sax solos.
God, I don't even know.
Because
if I
you know
like
what?
3.
You know why, Rod? Because you were on the show, and John thinks that you are so sexy.
I hear like one sax song in my mind. I don't know what the name of the song is. I'm trying to think. Jeez, it feels like Kenny G has to be in it. But Kenny G was a rock. He was a rock, right? But Kenny G is like the sexiest player out there.
Well, there's a lot of players out there, none of them rock songs. Like, I mean, if you're talking about Kenny G, you're talking about Grover Washington, you're talking about a bunch, but Dave Koz.
Well, Rod thinks I'm gonna go tinkle again.
Why don't you go tinkle again? There you go. Well, Rod thinks about it.
I couldn't give me like cowbell. It'd be like Blue Oyster Cult.
There you go. Cowbell solos. Cowbell solos.
There was a night something that the guy had a sax song in. Can I look at my phone?
Why don't you do that? Absolutely, go for it.
Because I'm thinking of a song where a guy had a saxophone back in the.
Do you want Dave
80s.
and I to go first?
Yeah, that's fine too.
All right. As soon as Dave gets back, he can do his, and I'll do mine. I have mine, but we'll let Dave go first, and then you can do yours right afterwards. Are you looking?
Yeah. I didn't even think that was sax in that song. Because like one of the songs from rock that I would put up like Pink Floyd Money, but I didn't think. I'm trying to think of the sax solo in it.
Well, if you like the song, but you don't necessarily remember the sax solo, then it couldn't be that impressive.
Yeah. So I can't count that really into it.
No, we'll do ours first. As soon as Dave gets back, we can go. We'll do ours first, and then you can. There he is, Dave. We're gonna go first. You're gonna go, then I'm gonna go, and then Rod's gonna go last. So. And we can't hear you. You got to unmute yourself. You still got to unmute yourself. You're mute.
I don't want to. I like being muted.
All right. So let's go. So you go first, then I'll go second, and then. There you go.
Okay. So my number 3 is one. It's not one that's. I'm not sure that everyone's going to know right off the bat. It's off of Pink Floyd's last album, Final Cut. And it's a song called Gunner's Dream. And Roger Waters sings the line, and hold on to the dream. He holds that word dream.
Mm-hmm.
And then his name is Raphael. Oh God, I wrote it down.
I got the one. I just realized. Okay.
So Raphael, I can't even fucking read what I wrote. Ravenscroft. Raphael owns Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft.
There you go.
So he goes, hold on to the dream, and while he's holding that dream, the sax comes in and matches that note, and the two of them go together, and you can't decipher the two of them at first, and then Roger Waters fades out and the sax takes over, and it's just a beautiful transition between the vocal and the sax, and I think it's very, very powerful. So that it's my number 3 on this.
Nice.
My number 2 is a song that is much older than it really should be, and really just hurts everybody of our age to know that this song is that damn old. And it's Foreigner's Urgent.
Mm-hmm.
So Foreigner's,
which, as we all know, is a song about a booty call.
It is absolutely straight up a booty call. And so Foreigner's, so Mark Rivera is the saxophone player for Foreigner.
Mm-hmm.
He's the usual, but for Urgent, they wanted somebody who really could bring it, and they called in Junior Walker for this, and he delivers this friggin' sax solo, which is it just expresses this urgency. It just so fits with this song. One of my favorite sax solos. But when John mentioned this as the top 3, there's no sax solo out there that could ever top this for me. This song, there's times I'm almost embarrassed to say this. I'm in bed at night. I'm trying to sleep, and in my head,
and you think about the big man.
I'm thinking about the big man, but I'm thinking about this song playing. It's this Clarence Clemens, and it's the sax solo in Jungle Land. Mm-hmm. It is one word that comes to mind for me for this sax solo is there's an air of desperation to it. What he expresses, the emotion that he puts into this sax solo is so perfect to this song and what Bruce has expressed in this song. The big man, Clarence Clemens, was the heart and the soul, and
100%.
I met him once. I'm sorry, John, I didn't take a selfie with him. One of the nicest, very large human beings that you're ever going to meet. He was such a sweetheart. But damn, he was the heart and soul of that band. And when he passed, I really don't give into celebrity all that much. I don't get all that upset when we see celebrities pass like a lot of people do, but he was one of those that really, really upset me when he passed. And that sax solo to me is the greatest sax solo in rock and roll history.
100%. All right. So I'll give you mine really quick, and then I can go. I'll give you an honorable mention. Actually, I'll give you 2 really quick. My honorable mention is, I'm going to say Urgent. And oddly enough, that's one of my favorite rock song.
1980, John.
Yeah, I'm aware. I remember when it came out.
How much does that hurt?
I bought the 45.
I've got the album.
Oh no, I bought the album too, but I bought the 45 of Urgent. Okay, so anyway, and my other honorable mention, and it's not as much rock as the rest of them that I'm going to say, okay, or the rest of them that any of us are going to say, but I'm going to throw it out there because it's an amazing. It's such a hook that anyone, I don't care how old you are, hears 3 notes of this sax solo, you know the fucking song, and that's Wham's Careless Whisper.
Oh God, yes. It's rock. It's rock and roll.
Yeah. All right.
It's rock and roll. And it is. I consider it for my list.
Mm-hmm.
I really did.
Yeah, I had to throw it in there because my three are my top three.
And Ryan Reynolds would agree with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So my number three is from Steely Dan. Is Asia. Okay. Wayne Shorter. Yeah. All right. And it's if you remember Asia, the song, it's Wayne Shorter and Steve Gadd going back and forth. It's sax solo, drum solo, sax solo, drum solo. It's back and forth. Yeah. That's insane. That song. I'm a big Steely Dan fan, and for a lot of their music, that song just takes
the band, not the
dildo. From William Burroughs' Naked Lunch. No, not
the battery operated device.
Not the battery operated device in Naked Lunch. No. Not at all. That's my number three. My number two.
I'm drinking more mezcal, by the way.
Have at it. My number two, Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street. That's another one. You hear two notes of that damn song, of that damn sax solo. You know damn well it's Baker Street, and I don't even
I was going to put that as my honorable mention. John and I talked about it before we came on the show. Mm-hmm. There's two things about this song, and the reason I would have had it as an honorable mention. One, this song always reminds me of my mom. At one point, my mom had she was one of those back in the day that had 3 or 4 jobs to try to support her kids and all that. And one of those was it was a paper route. And she used to hit her paper route was the retirement homes in Lakewood and Toms River. And at that time, this was a big song. And for some reason, I really associate that song with helping her on these paper routes, because these retirement homes, you couldn't drive in a car to all of the homes there. So she would drop me off. I'd go deliver the papers, meet her on the other side, and she'd pick me up, and we'd go to the rest of it. But that time period always reminds me of these songs. So the song's very special to me. But the other thing about that song, I don't consider it a sax solo. It's a main theme of that song.
It's the theme of the song. It's a solo.
It's not a solo. It's the main theme of the song.
And what's funny is when it gets to the solo section, it repeats that theme.
It's just the theme
repeats 3 times or 4 times in the song, and the one time heading into the solo, it actually starts out the solo and then it goes to the guitar.
Because the way that song hits my heart, hits my soul. That would have been number 2 on my list, except for the fact that I don't consider it a solo. It is the main theme of that song.
Yeah, without that saxophone,
that song doesn't exist.
That song doesn't exist.
No, it's the main theme. Mm-hmm. But John, thank you for putting it on your list. That song's got, as I just said, so much special meaning to me.
And my number 1 is also a Bruce Springsteen song, and it's Born to Run. All right.
The second best solo solo in the Springsteen band.
Here's the thing, though. Both Dave, you and I could have put for 3, 2, and 1, both of our lists could have put Clarence Clemens sax solos.
Oh,
and so they would not have been wrong.
John's in my top 3 would have been the top 7, and we would have agreed on every single freaking one.
Absolutely. Born to Run, yeah. That's and I got to be honest with you, I love Jungle Land. Born to Run for me, you're Jungle Land 1, Born to Run 2. I'm Born to Run 1, Jungle Land 2. So and mind you, it's like the minuscule list.
But the difference between the two of them is the importance of the sax solo in Born to Run is what John's playing off of.
Yeah.
But the artistry of the sax solo in Jungle Land is, there's nothing that compares to that as far as I'm concerned. It's just the big man he made his horn a voice. It sung in everything that he ever played.
He did. 100% did.
So, Rod, have we given you enough time?
You have, because I remembered actually some of the songs and stuff from back then. And I remember the one I was thinking of, but it was stuck in my mind. I couldn't figure it out. But are we not counting Careless Whisper then?
No, I had it on mention, so have at it.
I mean, technically it's not rock or whatever, but
I think it's rock pop.
Yeah, I did more pop. I mean, but back in 8th, 9th grade, that was a slow jam back in the day.
And that song and that sax solo got you laid.
Yeah. I'll put it out there as an honorable mention for right now.
I got to be honest with you. Yes, you're not wrong, Dave. But for me, Gregory Abbott, Shake You Down a little bit closer to the promised land.
The one I was trying to think of before, I couldn't remember. It was "Turn the Page," Bob Seger.
Oh yeah,
that's a great.
You are not wrong.
You're not wrong at all there.
Turn the Page, and then it was "Who Can It Be Now?" Men at Work.
Yep.
Remember them actually doing.
Oh my God! I actually saw that played live this year.
Yeah. Well, that'd be freaking awesome.
I saw that. I be honest with you. I saw, as you know, Jess loves the Bare Naked Ladies. Yeah. So we go see them every year. But here's the cool thing about the Bare Naked Ladies, other than the fact that they're amazing musicians and they're really cool too, because we hung out with them a few times.
Musicians.
Yeah,
they're really good. But they tour with some really cool acts from year to year. It's always different, right? And one year they actually toured with the Violent Femmes and Colin Hay from Men at Work.
And Colin Hay's fan.
Colin Hay by himself. That was just Colin Hay, right? He came out and did an acoustic set, right? But what's cool about it is during their show, during the Bare Naked Ladies show, they always bring everybody that they toured with back out to do a song or two, right? And on that particular tour, they did "Who Can It Be Now?" and Colin Hay sax played, and with the sax player from they don't have a sax player, but the sax player from Violent Femmes, they brought him out.
Oh, nice!
Oh, wow,
that was really cool. That was really cool.
That's damn good choice there, right?
It was really cool. I
remember being young, that video on MTV and just being a kid and singing along with MTV back then.
When they used to play music?
Hold on.
They just canceled their final stations.
That's how old Rod, John, and I are. The fact that we remember when MTV used to play music and have seen them fold.
Raise a glass to MTV.
Should I do it beer or
whatever you need to do? Do the beer.
Okay, we'll do the beer.
Do the beer. To MTV, rest in peace.
You brought us brought some great stuff, and then
you did.
What the hell?
I remember sitting on midnight on August 1st, 1981, watching
which video?
MTV. The first video killed the radio star.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was the second video?
That's always a great question, and I know it, and I always forget it because I'm an old
Rod.
I don't remember what the second one was. After.
You Better Run from Pat Benatar.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So there you go. All right, Rod, what's your number one?
And then I had to go back and just take another listen to it. Then I remembered hearing the sax because back in my freshman year of college, my other roommate that I had in the dorm, he was also from Jersey. And every night we would go to sleep like with Pink Floyd playing usually. And it was Money. And I was like, where's the sax in Money? And then I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, please. That's a great sax song.
Yeah. So here's the thing about Pink Floyd. Their music was so integrated, so everything, it was so well orchestrated that the sax solos for Pink Floyd. So my number 3, of course, as I mentioned, was the Pink Floyd song.
Which one?
It was Gunner's Dream, right?
Oh, Gunner's Dream, right? Gunner's Dream.
And people forget there's a sax solo in that. Every fucking Pink Floyd song that ever had a sax solo, people forget there was a fucking sax solo in it because it was so damn well orchestrated that every instrument, every voice was so brought together into this harmony that it's the part of it is you're expected to forget what the instruments were. That was the whole point of Pink Floyd. Well, maybe not the whole point, but it was one of the aspects of Pink Floyd is you never the solos, even the guitar solos, right? You got Gilmour. But these guitar solos, they were sing-song. They were part of the song. They were so integral and
100%.
incorporated into it that it was it a sax solo? It was just really part of the song. And the sax solos, if anybody forgot that there were sax solos in a Pink Floyd song, you're forgiven. You're absolutely forgiven.
I mean, Pink Floyd, the performance level was so high. It was literally hearing a song was like being at a show.
Yeah,
just everything that took place in there to try to capture
a show is not even the right thing. Being at a
it was like an orchestrated perforance. I mean,
yes,
it was just
a concerto.
So much
You're listening to a concerto,
right?
Their level of musicianship was higher than anybody else at that time.
Yeah,
they understood music at a level that so many people didn't.
Yep.
And so their listeners. And it's funny because their listeners got it without even understanding what they're listening to.
Yeah.
Right. This is really cool. This is so fun. We love it. But they didn't know what they were actually.
They didn't know what they were actually doing.
They didn't know what Pink Floyd was actually doing. But they appreciate it. It's and to this day, you listen, and a lot of people don't still get it. But if you were a musician, even if you didn't play an instrument, but you became a music addict, you did understand finally.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
This is something.
If you were in college and you were a musical student, well, may have been there, done that.
Where'd you go to college? Where'd you go to college?
West Virginia University, WVU, number one public school in the country back in the day. So yeah, we may have had a few things.
You went to WVU?
Yeah. We were always like a top party school, like one of the top, if not the top, most of the time we were there. When I moved out, when I left WVU and came to Ohio, I was surprised when they said you can't buy Everclear because it was too strong. Like, it's fucking alcohol. How's it too strong? It's alcohol.
Hold on. Nothing in West Virginia is too strong.
Welcome to Ohio.
Yeah.
But also welcome to West Virginia, where it's like
West Virginia. Everclear is weak compared to some things in West Virginia.
You take the Everclear, you put it in the watermelon, you put it in the pineapple. You just bunch away.
Quick story.
In West Virginia, what did you make? What are you making in your garage?
Quick story. One fire company I was on, fire department I was on. One fire company I was on at the fire convention in Wildwood in New Jersey every year. All right, one of the guys in my company, he would take a gallon jug of maraschino cherries, right? And he'd bring it down with him. All right. Right. So maraschino. Yeah. Okay. And when he got down there, as soon as he got into the room, hold on, he would dump out all the juice and he would fill the jug with maraschino.
Everclear.
He would Everclear, cap it, tape it, date it, put it in the closet, and then pull out the one he made last year.
Yeah.
Have fun with those.
And the people from West Virginia be going, that's some weak ass shit right there.
I mean, I may have done Everclear shots at a point. I mean, that's just college life, though.
That's college life.
Grow up. We've done a lot of crazy things. So
I was doing. We were doing quarters one time in college. I went to Rutgers. And Rutgers is known as one of the party schools.
I went to visit. I almost went to my mom's Jersey, so she was like, "When I was at WVU, give me like 6 hours away. I can still come back if I need to." Yeah.
But we had Everclear shots. We were playing quarters. I've never understood this whole concept in drinking games that by failing, you get punished by drinking. Yeah. So the way, and here we go. I'm going to do this. This is
but see, here's the difference between WVU and Rutgers. You guys play quarters. We play speed quarters, where you have more than one go. Where you have more than one going at the same time. You got called both.
Nobody played thumper or asshole.
We did. We still played thumper.
That
was high school, John. Come on.
Come on.
But when we play quarters at Rutgers. Because I didn't understand this whole punishment thing. When I played quarters, I'd would tend to bounce it, but then I'd throw it over my shoulder and then grab the drink. Because if I succeed, I don't get to drink? What the fuck is this shit? So we're actually playing one time with Everclear. And I probably drank 5 times as much Everclear because I failed on purpose than everybody else. And then just laughed at them while they're just like huddled in the corner. Some of them calling for mommy, because this is like freshman year college. So mommy was still very, very, very much in their consciousness. You know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, whatchamacallit? Yeah, I do want to put up Brian's comments really quick. His 3 were his top 3 are Born to Run from Springsteen, Money from Pink Floyd, and Urgent from Foreigner. So we had all 3 of them.
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't have Money from Pink Floyd. We did.
Yeah, we did.
Floyd,
yeah, we did.
Oh, you mentioned
Money. Yeah.
He has. Brian had my number 1, Rod's number 1, and your number 2 / my honorable mention. So there you go. But then
it's only John's honorable mention because it was one on my.
It was your number 2, yeah. And then Brian. Otherwise,
that's not wrong. That's not wrong at
all. Brian's honorable mention is Supertramp, the Logical Song.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he also said college 78 to 82 in South Carolina. Everclear made Purple Jesus with IT.
Yes, I remember that. I was in South Carolina. Purple Jesus was pervasive across the eastern seaboard.
Yeah. Purple Jesus, 100%. That's what it was.
It would make you see God.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hence
it was. It was some fun times back then. Sure. Yeah, we were always like we would come out with the. It wasn't Playboy. It was Princeton Review. Princeton Review, like a direct.
I was gonna say the Penthouse Review.
Yeah.
Playboy, it was Princeton Review. How did these 2 things equal?
Well, we had Playboy come down because they would do like the college girls back then, like the girls of the Big East, the girls of the Big 12, and all that kind of stuff. So we were Big East back then and stuff, which was funny because one of the people I knew was actually one of the girls of the Big East, and it was like that has to be airbrush stuff right there. So nobody really believed it, but that's like no way.
It's funny. You were WV. I was WP.
WP.
You were Will on the Hill.
What?
What's WP?
William Patterson.
William Penn.
William Patterson.
William Patterson, which is Will on the Hill, also known as Harvard on the Hill.
Harvard on the Hill. Harvard on the Hill. Yeah, Harvard on the Highway is Bergen Community College.
Yes, it is. Harvard on the Hill was WP. That was said very, very extremely tongue in cheek.
Hey, we had fun. That's all I have to say.
Us
pioneers had plenty of fun back in
the Scarlet Knights had the thing. If you went to Rutgers, the thing was you could either be serious,
or you
could have fun.
What years were you at Rutgers, Dave?
85 to 89.
Because I'm wondering. Well, you were 85 to 89. I was like 87 to 91. But my one friend from back then, his brother actually played for Rutgers football, but he would have got there in 88, 89.
Oh, him and I would never have gotten
Yeah.
I was going to say maybe you knew Matt, but Matt was there from 97 to 2001.
That's a fucking babe. No, the thing about Rutgers, you could go there, you could be serious, you could get your degree and do something with it, or you could take the route that I did and party, have a lot of fun, still learn a lot of shit about life, come out and do something with your life, but maybe not making as much as the people that took it seriously.
All I know is that college, when we went, cost a fucking hell of a lot less than it does now.
Oh, it definitely did.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, I think.
Well,
I like $1,300 a semester.
I don't even know because the U.S. military paid for my college.
Well, thank you very much.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah.
That's because
we know the story.
Yeah, we know the story. I'm going to bring that up, but yeah.
Well, you know what? Hey, to your dad.
Yeah, he's why I know Bruce.
There you
go.
And met him a couple of times.
There you go. Cool. All right. Look,
I am out of mezcal.
yeah, you're out of mezcal.
What?
I'm almost.
Oh,
out of beer.
actually,
by the way, I opened another beer. I just wanted to put it out there. Oak Flower from
I
Wellington, New
love
Jersey.
those guys.
Letty, it's their 3.8% dark mild. You know me and dark milds, Dave.
Yeah. I almost drank a dark mild on the show.
I like a table beer there.
It's fantastic. So flavorful for at 3.8%. It's so much flavor. It's amazing.
That's what I love about dark milds. You get
Brian said we're children compared to him. Brian must be the elder statesman.
Right. Well, he just said he was in college from 78 and we all went in the mid-80s. So
he's not wrong, and this is
not
why
wrong. We're 8 years younger than him, 9 years younger than
this
us.
is
Kids. I mean, come on.
This is why we love have Brian on the show, because
7, 8 years younger than me.
Is because we don't feel as old when Brian's on the show. And I don't know about you, Rod, but I know John does this. I do this anytime you go to a brewery, you look around.
Oh, I'm the oldest.
And you get so damn happy when you're not the oldest person at the brewery.
Oh, and Dave, you understand when I walk into a brewery and I look around like you're just saying, and Ed is there.
Oh, I love when Ed's there because I know it's the oldest person.
Brian can walk in when Ed is there and not be the oldest person,
and also not the only person.
Rick Reed could walk in and not be the
oldest, and also be the only person who's not put his head through a wall at a brewery because they got so damn drunk and had to have the samurai drive them home and completely forget the fact that the samurai drove them home that night.
Exactly. And then he just said he's brewing his mild next weekend. Yes, he did say that last week on the show. I'm looking forward to that.
Brian, you have to have some because I'm going. I'm going to the Vikings game.
Brian, let me ask you a quick question. Will that be ready for the Packers game, or will that have to be after the Packers game?
You already have your tickets to the Packers game, John?
Yes.
I'll have to look into
Is that for Giants Packers you're going?
Giants Packers, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll see. Maybe
and then while he answers that question, he said he just hit 65 a few weeks ago. Yes, we said it already.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Brian. There you go.
Yeah.
Dave and I are the three of us are pre-60. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting close, but we're pre-60 still.
Trying to stay on that slow train.
I'm a little closer than the other two of you.
We're all gonna get there and then get there and then get there. But Dave's first. So there you go.
Yeah, first. Yeah. I've been asking to have a word with Father Time, but I can't find him.
Yeah.
This is one of the times where I'm not all that happy to lead the way.
So you're not older, you're just wiser, right? So yeah.
You're 3 weeks from brew date. All right. So it's not gonna be
Rod, I'm a dumbass. There's no such thing.
It's not.
I have a feeling that
somebody says, "Are you old?" You do the Jimi Hendrix line. Where are you experienced?
Nah, I'm experienced, but not wiser. I guess. So for me, as I seem to get older, I seem to not get as. Where's this wisdom come from? No, it's dumbassery.
It's dumb. I need to say this really quick to Brian. Okay, Brian, really quick. When you say next weekend, are you brewing it the first weekend in November, or are you brewing it this coming weekend, the next weekend? Because if you're brewing it on the 25th and it's 3 weeks, then you'll have it for the Packers game on the 16th. But if you're brewing it on November 1st, then it's not going to be available. Okay.
That's really a good question because some people do misunderstand next weekend. Sometimes.
Next weekend, I have that argument all the time. I have the argument all the time with Jess. When I say next week, like I'm on Thursday, right? I'm on Thursday, and I say next weekend. I mean
the weekend after.
The weekend after. She's like, no, it's this weekend. It's the next.
That would be this weekend.
This weekend will be this coming Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 100% behind you on this. Oh shit! There seems to be more of a scowl in my glass.
Doug, Dad, you guys are drinking a good clip tonight. Still coherent as well. Pros. All right, pros.
He left off the T.
He left the T.
Oh, I said the last beer I opened up was the Lagunitas sugar.
You opened up sugar. That's a great beer.
Back out, so I had to grab a 6-pack of that.
It just came out.
It's bad. It's Heineken Europe, but it's like Still old memories.
It's still, but yeah, gotta love it.
Doug. I'm
Doug?
talking now.
I'm talking to Doug.
Is
So-
Doug still?
So
Doug.
yes. So not this Thursday. Next Thursday, I will be back on Anna Chaser. We are doing a tiki show, but
And why are we doing the tiki show?
Doug,
Because
that fucking
Doug
bullshit,
wants
Doug.
us to. There you go.
because he wants us.
He
to.
said, "No, you are pros." Yes, we are. Thank you very much.
We are
Doug.
strict
So are yourself, sir.
but
In honor
Doug,
of Tiki Barber.
but we're. Oh wow! I like where you went there.
I mean, a Tiki show, Tiki Barber. You know.
Tiki. Oh, we did get him on that show. But we're doing the show because Doug has pushed us to do this show, and he's pushed and he's pushed, and it got me to look into tiki drinks. And everybody who knows me knows that when I get into something, I really fucking get into it. So, Doug, you've cost me a lot of fucking money already. There's Tiki
Barber. There's Tiki.
Hey,
Get him on the
Tiki,
show.
and what am I wearing?
We can't see it.
Cricket Hill.
Glory.
Cricket Hill.
Oh, very
Ah.
But so, Doug, you've cost me a lot of money, but we will do a tiki show a week from Thursday. And I'm calling you out right now because this is your bullshit. You've caused us to do this. You pushed us to do this. When it gets to the point where you can, because you finally retired, appear on camera, you're doing a fucking tiki show
Nice.
with us.
There you go.
I gotta get Tiki on. I gotta call him. I gotta get him on.
Yeah, get him on the show.
Call him. Give him a call. Give
Get him on the show with Doug.
Yeah.
One other one. There you
There you go.
There you go.
go.
You know, Doug
Oh.
seems to be a good guy, but
No,
you
Doug's
know,
a great guy. Doug's a great guy.
On the Hangover, the Dougs always got in trouble though. Both Dougs
Yeah.
were in trouble.
And then
Doug's all are
Doug said the Tiki show will be epic. He said Tiki
It's coming up.
culture is awesome.
It is.
And he said, "You've already got the Aloha shirts."
He
Yes,
knows I
we
do.
Yes, we do. And Brian said, and I'm happy about this, brewing the 26th. Love it because if it's 3 weeks from the 26th, that's the 16th. That's the Packers game. We will be having his mild at the Packers game. I will.
Hopefully there'll be some
there you
left for the Mike's game. Maybe I'll get tickets to Packers game as well. But
there you go.
Doug, you're coming on the Anna Chaser show when you can, and we will do another tiki show.
We'll do an additional Tiki show.
So you do like Mai Tais on a Tiki show, like Tiki type drinks?
I know what I'm doing. Dave knows what he's doing, but it's radio silence until next week.
Okay.
So on that show, it will be a classic tiki drink and one we delve.
Do you have the Tiki glassware? Is the question.
Oh, it's coming.
Okay.
It'll be delivered before the show. It'll be a classic tiki drink.
And anybody making a classic Tiki drink, if you don't have the Tiki glassware, just put a ton of pineapple and umbrellas in it, and you're good.
You know what's funny though? As you guys talk about the Tiki show, for some reason I have flashbacks to when we were kids watching the Brady Bunch and they had the Hawaii trip they went on.
Yes, we just talked about that at the beginning of the show. You mean shit like
Yeah.
We talked about this at the beginning of the show, and how
don't the cursed tiki.
The curse, right?
Don't surf. Don't surf. Don't surf.
gotta love it. Gotta love it.
But,
Don't know why it happened, but it was a flashback.
oh, absolutely.
I know we talked about that. Do you remember that? Right now, we talked about it, and we talked about that was what Greg was wearing. He wore the idol thing when he was surfing. Yada yada yada. Now, was I right? Was Vincent Price in those episodes in Hawaii?
I believe he was.
I believe he was,
Vincent
right?
Price was in it. Yeah.
I know Vincent Price was definitely in a Brady Bunch episode. I'm not sure it was that one, but we'll have to look into that. But
And
yeah,
and he just said zombies, Mai Tais, fog cutters, and scorpion. Fog cutters. I love Mai Tais. I love zombies. Fog cutters were my favorite.
Here's the thing: all three of the four of those, I drank at Lee's Hawaiian Islander this weekend.
Very nice.
Ooh.
And Doug said yes, he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now you were in Lyndhurst this weekend,
Yes.
and you didn't tell me because I would have met you.
It was the last. Well, here's
Last minute decision.
Yes, And here,
I grew up 10 blocks from Lee's Hawaiian Island.
I fucking know you did. But here's the thing: when Doug, if that's your real name, comes through New Jersey again, he has promised to meet John and I at Lee's Hawaiian Island.
Oh, yeah.
We will sit at the bar.
We will.
The food's fantastic, by the way.
He's right. He's 100% right. Vincent's Tiki Idol's name was Oliver. Yes.
Now I remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we will meet there. And here's the thing about Lee's Hawaiian Islander. They opened in 72. In 72, tiki culture was dying.
Yep.
It was starting to die at that point. They persisted. It had a slight revival in the late 80s, early 90s. It was enough to keep them going. That this tiki culture has now started to build again. More tiki bars are opening. Lee's Hawaiian Islander can now almost claim to be an OG, which they're not. They're seriously not, because the OGs were in the 40s and 50s. But the fact that they have existed in the time period where the tiki culture started,
they're the OGs with what's left. That's the
exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And I have a lot of respect for them to have lasted what they did, because tiki culture died when the Korean War happened, when they came back from the Korean War, because people looked at it and said, one, this is bullshit. It's cultural appropriation at one point.
Doug said, I love that place. Like Lee's is, I love that place. Like Lee's is still standing. I'm there. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Doug, you got to let us know when you're up here. We will go there. We'll meet you there.
Absolutely.
And then we'll from there, we'll go to Lee's. No. This is actually what we'll do. We'll go to Ghost Talk first. And then we'll have a couple of rippers over at Rutt's Hut. And then we'll go to eat dinner and have some tiki drinks at Lee's. That's what we'll do. Because they're only literally a mile and a half away from each other.
They are. Dinner? No. Poo-poo platter.
Well, for dinner, we'll have a poo-poo platter.
Platter. Oh, my God. The poo-poo platter is phenomenal. But, yeah, I'm going to stop talking because I don't want to give as much away for next week.
Thursday. We're going to post something up on the End of Chaser show for what's going on next Thursday. But this is the Get On With the Sports podcast. This is not the Get On With it. That's tomorrow night.
This is the
Lager Guys Beer Podcast, and Rod is on, and
which is wow.
Show.
Locker Room Guys has more followers than both the End of Chaser and the Get On With It podcast.
We do.
Yeah,
we do.
Combined.
Get on with it. Get on with it is close. End of Chasers still fledgling, even though we've been doing a year and a half. So it's not about the followers. It's about the ones that are dedicated and listening.
So here's the thing about the End of Chaser. There's a change in what we're doing. It's not massive. It's just really a timing change, and we'll see how this works.
A little bit of a change, a little curveball being thrown.
A little bit of a change. We'll bring it up on the show next week. It's not really a big curveball. It's just a very, very small, like it's a sinker that doesn't sink all that much. That's what it is.
Oh, don't get it hung up there. Get knocked out of the ballpark.
And the End of Chaser.
And Doug said End of Chaser has great potential. Yes, it does, and we're working on that. We think we've got it down, and we're going to tweak
this, and we're going to get it because the End of Chaser has coming back. We've it's not the format has changed.
The last show was the end of August. Yeah.
The timing has changed.
Beginning of September.
The timing has changed, but we promise it will continue in one form or another. And it may even alter after what we're going to. We'll see.
Yeah. But we'll talk about that next week on the show on Thursday night.
Wait a second. And the next Locker Room Guys show will be our Halloween show.
The next Locker Room Guys show will be the Halloween show, and our guests of honor that night will be all three owners of Foam Brewing.
All three of them?
All three owners from Foam Brewing in Burlington, Vermont.
I will stand a little dubious because every time we've ever said that, we get like one of the three.
Well, the owners nonetheless. But according to any emails that have been going back and forth and the one owner that I've been talking to, all three owners will be on the show then.
Foam Brewing. Rod, you know Foam Brewing.
I haven't come across Foam Brewing.
Oh, really? Foam?
No.
Okay.
But being in Vermont, your game got to be tight in Vermont because,
And their game's tight.
Their game's tight.
So good there. Yeah.
Well, they're an IPA house in Vermont.
That does amazing other styles as well, but they're known for
They do, but they're known for their IPAs, but they're not there is not that whole pigeonhole of the New England IPAs.
Okay.
They really do expand the expression of a Northeastern New England IPA where there's holy crap. The malts really express themselves in this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Dead Flowers, I really expect to find some Dead Flowers in New England show. That is such a unique beer.
Dead Flowers is great. There's a lot of beers. Built to Spill is fantastic.
Oh, yes.
I'll have to watch them. Maybe I can get them on mine.
This is one of the shows where I do not mind drinking nothing but IPAs in the show.
You know what? I will actually be having one of their coffee porters on the show next week.
Why don't I have that?
It's called Lover's Rock.
I need to see it before that. I need that beer. Because Foam, they know what they're doing. They know how to brew. And whereas they're an IPA house, they have that talent to brew anything they want to brew.
Exactly. They're very good. All right, Rod. Any last words of what's coming up on your shows in the year?
I've got a few things happen. I just actually went live last night. I had a pretty
I watched that. I actually watched that.
Spirited conversation and some of the comments that came in. It kind of blew up on me. So I don't know if you know or not, John, but I had an article that I shared on Facebook about kids and breweries. Yes. One of the Ohio breweries was limiting, like after 7 o'clock, no children.
We literally had the same thing happen in New Jersey.
Yeah. And so I ended up cutting it short out for me and Dave from Beerfront. We do the Midwest Beer Show. Put this short out from the part of the segment talking about it. Had it blow up online. Like people seeing the shorts like about it. It's like, well, it's a timely thing. Every couple of weeks I get something that pops up about kids and breweries. So that's what I went live about to talk about it some and had people that chimed in over the hour kind of just expressing stuff. And, what do you do with kids and breweries? Some breweries are now putting things up to stop kids from getting in, and some are limiting hours, and some it's kind of like it gets back to the parents not being responsible. So it was this whole nice little talking. I think it went longer than I thought. I was going to go for like an hour. I didn't expect to go an hour. I thought it'd be 15, 20 minutes or something. And comments on that, and comments on the Facebook, even on LinkedIn where I post, I'm getting comments on the LinkedIn type thing. And it's funny because I think the majority of people are kind of like, as long as the kids are out of my way, I don't really care. But there's definitely a fringe component that says no kids and a fringe component that's upset because they can't have their kids. And so
right. Look,
interesting topic.
Here's my thing, and not to belabor this point, I want everybody to go listen. Rod's going to tell you as soon as I'm done talking. Rod's going to tell you look at his podcast, right? But my whole thing is, I don't mind kids and breweries as long as the parents pay attention to the kids.
That's the key right there.
Yeah,
that's the key.
Yeah,
because this is so fucking mean.
I don't know about you. Now, my kids, my oldest is going to be 32 in January. Okay. So
do you pay attention to them in the brewery?
Of course I do, because they buy me my beer. Of course.
Where the hell is he at with my beer? Yeah.
Oh no, your oldest is female. That's right.
My son's my baby, and he just turned 25 last week. So,
and he can't not be trusted in a brewery.
He can't not be trusted in a brewery. Anyway, but my point being is, when they were young, wherever we took them, I paid attention to them. We paid attention to them.
Yeah.
Why are they not paying attention to their kids?
And this may be mean on my part, but if I'm at a brewery and you got parents and there's kids, the kids are running around, and the kids trip over something or run into something and start to cry because the parents are paying no attention to them.
Right.
Is it me for me to be like, is it mean? I guess that's mean, but is it understandable?
So what were some of the comments you had?
Well, it's just like some of the comments. A lot of the people were basically saying, kids didn't need to maybe be there, or they didn't understand why people were bringing their kids to the brewery. But then some were like, can understand the kids being there. Some you gotta understand, like in Jersey where you guys are, like it's tough to have food in some breweries, right? So here where we're at in other states, they have like food and they'll serve. So they say, well, it's like a restaurant, like type. Right. So I really said, here's the thing: if you go to a Applebee's, your main goal is food, and then you have drinks you can have there, right?
Right.
If you go to a Friday, it's the same thing, but there's no kids in the bar area. When you go to a brewery, the number one thing is beer.
Is the beer.
Right. So
the food is secondary, or even tertiary for that matter,
or tertiary, right? And so in those situations,
tertiary, nice word, John.
Yeah, you can have kids there, and some breweries are customized and we have an area for kids to go play and all that kind of stuff. But like if the parents aren't paying attention to them, like you're saying, like there's kids, kids are this high, right? So if a kid is walking around, and we know some breweries are basically like an open warehouse. A kid can wander into an area somewhere not paying attention, end up hurting himself. Well, guess what? Just like if you have your property, somebody gets hurt in your yard, you're responsible for them. Somebody gets hurt in the brewery, the brewery's responsible for them. That's a liability lawsuit waiting to happen.
And there are Karens out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there are Karens out there, and then you have people you have your servers tripping over kids sometimes, or kids are like the one story I talked about from one of the breweries. They had cornhole. Well, they couldn't do cornhole anymore because all the bags end up on the roof. All the kids were throwing bags up there. They had a little swing type set thing. All the kids broke down the swing type thing. There were different things that took place where you couldn't have even the fun for the adults because the kids were ruining it.
We're ruining it, right?
But then you got these parents that are contacting, oh, you guys are kid haters. Like, no, just watch your damn kids. Just watch your kids. That's all you got to do. You got one child. And then I say, if you got two parents that are there with kids drinking, who's the responsible one?
Who's the responsible one?
The kid is driving home.
The kid is the responsible one, right? Yeah. Doug Smith just said, hold on. Actually, first he said, bingo, the minority of irresponsible parents that ruin it for everyone. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. And then he said, the revenue that families that come into is too good for a brewery to stop that demographic. It is.
He's not wrong.
Well, you got to pay attention to your kids.
That's something we kind of talked about, the pro and the con of it. So some breweries, they see that income as a level and are kind of catering to it. But some are saying it's not worth that trouble for what you may end up having.
My whole thing is walk up to the couple and walk up to the family and say, hey, do me a favor. Please pay attention to your kids. They're getting into stuff. They're going to get hurt. We need this table for this. Just pay attention to your kids. We'd love the fact that you're here. We don't want you to leave, but watch your kids.
But see, the thing is, John, you're thinking if we're living in a sensible world, you can't even get on a flight sometimes to see people not acting a fool. You can't go to the airport and see somebody acting up. Like, seriously, like, why are you? Like, I watched a video earlier on Facebook, and these people sat in other people's seat they paid for the train over there. Like, the people were like, well, we don't want to move. Have them sit somewhere else.
Right.
They paid for this seat here.
Right.
Well, that's okay. Why can't they go sit somewhere else? It's like the entitlement factor is too high right now.
I get it. The entitlement is ridiculous. I get it.
Yeah.
And then to your point though, with the cornhole, I got to tell you this really story, and this is a story really quick.
I've not heard this story back.
No. It's not kid related, but it's related to something that Rod is near and dear to a point. Obviously, his buddy from Spellbound. Down there not too long ago, a little while ago, and I'm hanging out with Scott wasn't there, but it was Mike and John, and John's been on the show before.
Yes,
and I've showed you the picture. Me, Matt, and Jim took a picture with John and Mike, right at their 8th anniversry was, and they just did their 11th anniversary.
Yeah. Move on the story.
10th or 11th. Anyway, so they had cornhole set. They had a cornhole set up and back in the production area during one Sunday or whatever, and there were a couple of guys playing, throwing the bags and everything else back and forth, and one guy hold off, and he threw the bag and didn't let it go quick enough, and it went straight up, and it landed on a beam and stopped like 20 feet up in the air. It just sat up there. So if you go to Spellbound, the beanbag is
when it comes to kids in breweries, on one hand, I do remember having young children and wanting to go to breweries. Mm-hmm. And I brought them there, but you take control of them. You don't want to interrupt everybody else's enjoyment in that brewery. Right. And if you're a parent bringing a child to a brewery, they're your responsibility. Yep. You're not going there. You're not drinking, and by your drinking, you're giving up your responsibility. You're not dropping these kids off at daycare.
You're not.
Right. You are still responsible for them, and you need to understand that you being there with your children will impact everybody else's enjoyment at that brewery. And if you cannot understand that, do not bring your fucking children to a brewery, because you're selfish, and you need to not do this. You need to understand that you're not the only fucking person there. I get it. I get that you want to be at a brewery. You want to be able to enjoy yourself while you're there, but do not do that at the cost of everybody else's enjoyment there, because there's times where I'm in the brewery where I've had to like look at a child and go, "Who are your parents? Right. Where are they?" And if anybody else in that brewery needs to question who the parents are of a child, you failed as a parent.
Right. And I've been to some where the kids are running up and down, and like I said, I told last night I was at one of the breweries here, Mad Tree. Always does a pretty good job. Very family.
Mad Tree's great, yeah.
Mad Tree's great. They have family stuff in there, and 95% of people that bring kids are fine. But kids are kids. Kids get antsy. Kids get bored.
They're bored.
Kids are going to need entertained.
Absolutely. A brewery is not a place where a kid's like, "Oh, that's where I want to go." They want to go to Disney World. They want to go to the amusement park. They don't want to go to a fucking brewery.
And after a point, I was watching one of the couples that had their kids there, and the kids started getting off and going to running a little bit further. So the dad got up, started following that kid around. But I saw another family where nobody was following this kid, and this kid's going around, and then I seen so many people having to dodge the kid that were serving or whatever like that, or clearing tables, whatever it may be. So it's that responsibility. And I related it to like back when I used to coach basketball and football for kids. It was never with the kids. It was always with the parents.
With the parents, yeah. It's always
the parents. It was always with the parents.
When I coach baseball and softball and soccer and football and everything,
you got to manage the parents.
You got to manage. You don't have to manage the kids. You got to manage the parents.
Right.
That was what it was all about.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. If you're bringing your kids to a brewery, they're your responsibility.
Exactly.
Right.
And deal with it. And understand that if you're not dealing with your children, you're ruining the experience for everybody else in that brewery.
Absolutely. I got one more question for Rod to wrap the show up.
Okay.
All right. We talked about Cincinnati chili earlier. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Which reminds me, if you ever want to see a funny skit about Cincinnati chili, watch Ron White talking about Cincinnati chili, the capital of the world.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I did it. That's great. I love it.
All
right.
It's a thing.
It is. So here's my question to you. All right. Love it or hate it, whatever you do. Skyline or Camp Washington?
I've never had Camp Washington.
You ever went to Camp Washington?
I never had Camp Washington.
There's a Zen right there.
There's a Camp Washington. There's a Skyline. There's a Gold Star. Like here, where we just moved back, we get blue ass chili now. There's a Pleasant Ridge. There's Dixie chili.
Okay,
always little chili spots that pop off.
I'm gonna rephrase.
I will say Camp Washington is well known for having good chili. I will say.
I love Camp Washington.
Rephrase John's question. Best Cincinnati chili over spaghettis. In the Cincinnati area.
This is coming to you live, folks.
What's your favorite?
The best one over the spaghetti, over the noodles. Gold Star used to have a Tex-Mex, which was what we used to think of as chili with beans and all that kind of stuff. And they got rid of the Tex-Mex, so everything's now Cincinnati chili. You get pretty much here.
There's Camp Washington. There's the front of
Camp Washington.
Right there.
I've become a fan more, I would say, in my personal
there's
ranking.
After a couple of bites, there's my Camp Washington show.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, like the real deal. I would say the best that I think I've had out of all the ones thus far has been Empress Chili.
Empress
is another local spot here. Now, my wife, she liked Dixie Chili. She likes Blue Ash that we have now here too, but I remember her Dixie was what she really liked.
Blue Ash.
Oh,
okay.
You know.
I heard Blue Ash.
It's not Smurf chili.
Okay, it's not Smurfette. I'll leave that alone. Okay.
Gargamel
had nothing to do with making this chili. So.
Yeah, but it's if you come to Cincinnati, you're not going to think it's chili the first time you see it because it's more like a sauce than actual chili. Like
it is.
Like we have family coming in. Her family's coming in tomorrow. We got to pick them up in the morning. Mm-hmm. And her mom was asking me because I make like a mean kick-ass beer chili. So last time we were in Baltimore, she came. I didn't make the chili. She was kind of depressed. I didn't make it. So she's kind of hinting like, I hope Rod makes the chili when I'm back in town. Okay, well I'll make the beer chili when she's in and stuff. But that's chili with chili with beans and all that kind of stuff.
But you're not doing the Cincinnati style.
She would kick me out of the family. She had the Cincinnati chili. I don't think she's ever had it.
You want a secret weapon to make beer chili? Use a Rauch beer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be good for the smoking. It's so funny you mentioned that because my wife actually asked to get smoked paprika so she could put it on the chili with the sour cream and stuff too. So
use the Rauch.
Yeah,
use the Rauch.
But on that note, whatchamacallit? What did you just say? The hell, I just lost it.
Whatchamacallit? That's a candy bar.
Whatchamacallit is, yeah.
It used to be.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Exactly.
So I think John's turning towards the outro.
I am.
But
there was one thing.
You were asking me about stuff that was coming up on the channel.
I did. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I got other stuff coming up that I'm taking more of a different take with the channel right now. I'm doing more educational type videos as well around beer. A couple reminder type things. I'm going to have like a reminder of the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout beers that are about to come out. I'm about to do a video on that.
There's two variants other than the barrel aged ones and the double barrel ones.
Well, there's six of them. There's six that are coming out. Well, one's proprietary.
But other than proprietors.
Right? Yeah. So your base that's going to be in a 4-pack this year.
Right. I heard there are going to be 500 ml bottles too, as well as the 4-pack
for the variants. The variants will still be in a 16.9.
Right,
but the base, all I saw with the base is the 4-pack they're doing this year.
From I saw they're having both. They're having the 16, they're 500 mils and the base, and it's 10. They're 10-ounce bottles.
They're 10-ounce bottles, right? Which is interesting. Which is interesting in itself.
But Cherry's Jubilee and Chocolate Praline are the two adjuncted variants.
Cherries,
well, cherry's that fine line, right? We talked about it earlier. Like you got to be careful. You might end up being like cough syrup.
Let's see where
the Cherry's Jubilee is at the price point of the regular. The regular bottle. So it's that $16.99 price point.
That's a risky one.
And this year, I don't know if you saw earlier, I got a chance to actually meet Jim Cook a few weeks back, which is cool in itself. So actually meeting him was like, I met Garrett Oliver and Jim Cook in the same year. I could probably pretty much retire from BeerTube at this point. But Sam Adams
did you get selfies so you can like?
I did a picture. Yeah, I did a picture. I did a question. If you look at the channel, I asked him a question. He did a reply to it. And everything.
So you can like 2-up John on this one.
No. There you go. See.
Well, give me 1-up John on this.
Yeah. We had a good conversation. He was tickled when I called him like one of the OGs and stuff.
Okay, so I'm gonna mention here that because John's had this agreement that I'm wearing a St. Bernardus Watu because I was at
very nice
during my trip to Belgium, and no, I'm just fucking.
But Sam Adams here in Cincinnati, we do Sam Adams Tap Room. So I'm going to probably get over there at some point, but it will be the anniversary 25th anniversary of Utopias. So they will actually have look, he's right there with
I got this shirt.
I
bought this shirt in Belgium at St. Bernardus in Watteau.
I've got nothing on John. So Utopias will actually hit 30% ABV this year for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw
And they're going to actually have something at Cincinnati. You're going to have Utopias on tap. So
What?
I'm going to probably be over for that. And they're coming out with a Utopia barrel-aged beer.
I'm sorry. At Sam Adams in
At Sam Adams, Cincinnati,
okay.
right.
All right. I thought just some random bar was getting Utopia. I'm like, what?
And they're going to come out with a special edition Utopia's barrel aged beer. So I'll be looking forward to doing that here in November as well.
Nice.
And then like some different interviews. I'm talking to some different other breweries and people in the beer industry. So trying to set up some more interviews on stuff like that and everything. So a lot of good things happening. And then the Midwest Beer Show, we moved that right now. It's going to probably be on a Saturday. So November 1st, we'll have that there. But highlighted some of the beers coming out of the Midwest. We still touch on other stuff from across the country, but kind of a little bit more of a Midwest focus because the Midwest is kicking ass right now. Some beers between Illinois and Michigan and Ohio.
It really is.
Yeah,
the
major ass kicking going on in the Midwest.
Yeah.
The breweries out there are producing seriously good liquid.
Yeah. So we're fortunate in that regard, and so I keep telling the beer stories as they come up and stuff. But a lot of good stuff being planned out there. I think I might actually it's in the works. Might start releasing a newsletter for different insiders for around beer, and at some point here, still going through the process. I announced previously on the channel on the Facebook that I'm actually in the process of doing a book as well. So.
Nice.
My 11 years.
Bet on both of those. Let us know. Mm-hmm. We will share a link.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
And when you do it, when you publish it, when you release it, you're coming out here, and we're going to get a couple of appearances, and
that'd be awesome.
You drag your ass out here.
It's in the works, and
because you don't know anyone in Jersey. I mean, come on,
anybody at all.
No.
I felt so bad too. By the way, Rod, when you did get down to Atlantic City, when you were down there with your mom and everything else, I just could not get down.
Well, it got switched up. She was like,
it was a different day when you went.
She was a different day, and then she's like, I want to go to this one instead of that one. And my wife was like, I thought we were going to the boardwalk, but she wanted to go here, and it was just like,
But the concentration was not what we were concentrated on.
Yeah,
but keep anything you do, we're going to share.
Absolutely, of course.
We're going to support. We're going to press, and get out here. We
definitely.
See you.
Well, keep in mind, I think I may have mentioned this before when I was on, but if you can, I'm going to say it. You want to try to go to CBC because it will be in Philadelphia in April.
I'll be there,
and that is huge. That's huge. I mean, I will be there for that.
I'll be there. We'll be there.
I'm trying to figure out is just someone who's part of a podcast. How to get invited to it even.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. You're going to CBC.
Yeah, we'll get there. and Rod, if you're there, holy shit, if you're there.
I plan to be there. I mean, so
I hope you're hungry. Yeah. When I see you, buddy, my God. You're one of my favorite beer personalities.
I gotta tell you, I mean, different communities and stuff over the years. The beer community is something special and unique. So
it really
and
is.
It's funny. I'll give you an example. Like
more than that.
When I met Kate Bernat in person, who we've talked
hold on. No, I don't.
And she's been on the show and stuff. But if you were watching us, you would think we grew up through kindergarten together. But the first time we saw each other, just the hugs, the talking, the hanging, it was just like we knew each other through stuff here, but just to put it in person, it was just like awesome. And then all the other people that we're meeting and stuff.
This industry is unlike any other industry.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
Yeah.
Everybody's
so with this going on in Philadelphia, it's not that far from Connecticut.
Not that far.
You'll be there. You'll be there going back.
And I told some of the people, I said, even if you don't get invited, if you want to go, I mean, I don't know. Last year, I was fortunate that I was able to go in, and they gave me a media pass. But even if you spent to go, and it was like a couple hundred, I mean, the connections and stuff you make and the opportunity and stuff like that.
It's
If you
worth
go,
it.
it's so
worth it. No, you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be worth it to me just to meet Rod J in person. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people. Here's the thing about the craft beer industry. Especially when you come to the podcasters, the Facebook personalities and all that. There's so many people that you know online.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And many of these people you've not met in person. Now, John knows, and the followers of our show have known. I've had the opportunity to meet a few of them through the years, like John Starodumsky recently. But to be able to do this, to meet the people that you have made these connections online, meet them face to face.
Yeah,
it's special.
How many shows have we done? I mean, just how many shows have we done now? We obviously it's silly that we haven't actually sat down and had beers together, and you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Right.
And
right.
Something tells me that before the end of April, beginning of May, when CBC in Philly is, something tells me that we'll be doing another show on the Logroom guys, and possibly one, Rod, on yours.
I need to get you guys over on my channel for some stuff there too.
Oh, absolutely. We're so open to that.
Yeah.
We would love that. But yeah, John's right. By this year's end.
Yeah.
Especially by
the end of 2025, it will be December.
But even 2026,
That's just how it happens.
Wow, that is some wisdom. Wow, John threw some wisdom out there.
Preach.
But by the end of 2026, there's going to be so many connections.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So many of those who we've met through the years. John knows that in 2026, I plan to run into the Beer Whisperer at some point.
If he can get his ass up here.
I was actually expecting to try to meet Tom this year, because last year they came to Cincinnati, and I was like, "Oh, you go when I moved to Baltimore."
When you moved to Baltimore,
but then I moved back, and they were going to try to plan this year. I think things got switched around on his end, but you know. He came and he went to. I mentioned Jungle Gyms earlier. He came and went to Jungle Gyms.
He went to Jungle Gyms. He was there. Yeah,
that was yes, absolutely.
And the funny thing was, he told me like he pretty much had to tap out. Like his wife was saying, "Here's some more beers to look at." And he's like, "I'm done. I'm leaving."
His. It's funny because at Jungle Gyms, you would think that Tom would be the one who would want to stay there. But it was his wife.
It's such an experience. It's such an experience. It's overwhelming for a lot of folks, you know.
And I want to do that.
And I tell people, well, that's why there's a tap there. Just grab a beer, take a break, then go back to shopping afterwards. Some people don't even buy at Jungle Gyms. They just go to the bar at Jungle Gyms, because you'll find all kinds of stuff on tap that you can't get anywhere else. You'll drink on tap and then you go home.
But I really think that the rest of this year in 2026 is going to be really large as far as the connections, the meetings.
Huge,
orangely huge.
It's funny because I thought before there was a way I could pull it off. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but in the days that we have now with like Comic-Con and all these type of things, I would love to have like a beer con for beer creators. To have a chance to come out, share ideas.
Ron, we'll run it with you. Let us know and we'll do it.
Yeah.
I just think that would be such an awesome opportunity. And it'd be such a help for the beer industry too, to help them get the words out.
Absolutely. Because crap beer needs some help, right?
Yeah. I mean, if we had like a beer con type thing, it would be awesome.
And then when we finish the session, we'll all go out for seltzers and some gummies.
Hey, Ohio. Well, they lifted.
That was a joke, folks. I was kidding.
I'm not. In Ohio, they lifted the ban. We can now get them again. So if you want to come to Ohio,
But as far as you're talking about there, Rod,
I don't. There's not like a beer con type thing where it's a chance to come out and
You do it, yeah, exactly.
But you know,
you get a couple. You get a couple of local breweries to sponsor it and set up shop and do whatever.
But it can be bigger than that because
it can be tied into some mini beer fest, but an industry thing as well. It honestly, to be honest with you, Rod, we'll talk offline. We don't have to discuss it now or whatever, but we can tie in a couple of things with it. I mean,
the thing is, like, we got the Brew Association. I'm a member of.
Brew Association.
We got National Association of North American Association of Beer Writers.
Beer Writers.
Like all these different groups and stuff out there. Like,
we're both members of both of those, and then and then even getting Marty in the
guilds, the guilds and all stuff. Like, why isn't there
the American Craft Hall of Fame? We could put that,
Okay, John. We have the
craft beer conference, but that's for the industry,
exactly.
For the creators, why isn't there a beer con for the creators?
Right, 100%. That's my point. Right,
absolutely. So we can get the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame involved in this. 100%. We can bring Marty Nakel who is the driving force behind this.
President.
Driving force, I think, is even more important.
I like driving force.
Yeah, driving force is the creator. He's the god of it in a sense. John's very involved. I'm involved.
Rod's involved. All three of us involved. Yeah.
So I think getting something like that, and I think we've got a lot of push.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's talk offline. Let's put it together. Let's figure. I mean, let's do it right. Let's do it right.
Yeah.
And make it happen wherever it happens. I mean, maybe it can be something that we intermingle with CBC next year.
That's a possibility. I mean,
that's a strong possibility.
Yeah. I mean, figure that out because they would definitely, I think, look at. I know I've spoken to the National Guild for the Beer Writers, and I'm like, and I forgot who the president is there, but we talked on the emails, and he's actually connecting me with their YouTube person. I'm like, you got these writers, you got to create, but your YouTube channel has like 50 followers.
Yeah.
What can, I mean, with
that? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, how can we build that out more from, like, what do you guys need? And so I'm actually,
I mean, our YouTube channel has more followers.
Yeah, so it's like, what are we not focusing on?
And our YouTube followership is a little less than what you.
Well, the thing is, most of the
I said hours. That's why I went there. I didn't say Rob. I said hours.
And so you got a group that basically your followers are just the members, right? So why are you not having videos where you're getting guests from the industry so the writers can write about those people?
Well, it's because there's a few people running it that aren't putting and no offense to them, obviously doing other things or whatever, but they need some other content, they need some other direction, they need some other
they don't always put the importance into the podcasters, and we bring people into this, we make the awareness of what's going on,
right?
And so maybe we're not all that important, but there's times where we can.
Well, that's the thing. So I'm like talking with them now, and they've opened up for me, like, to share ideas with them and stuff, and kind of how to build that out. So I'm starting to turn that wheel a little bit. It's like, I mean, I have a network of people I can reach out to, but I got to make sure to reach out to them. We have something presentable, right? Like I can reach out to abstracts and have them come on and talk about how they're changing the game with some of the things they're doing with the hops. I can reach out to other people from Malt Europe and all these other places, but we got to have the basis to make it worth their while to actually want to spend time doing it and showing where we can back that up. So that's something.
Well, if you want to have a joint podcast that we can broadcast on both channels, I can get 2 or 3 people from Malt Europe on the show. So
yeah. So they're great. Every time I see them, we've had some good conversations where we've actually spoken. I'm supposed to get back in touch. I think it was Rick there that I was supposed to get back in touch with as well.
Rick's great.
Yeah, Rick's awesome.
He does all of Kentucky. He's the man of Kentucky. Hold on, I got a picture of Rick. Hold on, in Nashville.
Here we go.
Not with me. Not with me. Singing at a bar. Hold on.
With or without?
I'm gonna pee again.
With or without the cowboy hat?
I think it was without the cowboy hat. Actually.
Okay.
I got to find it. It's somewhere in here. Maybe it's this one. Oh, it's right. Oh, there he is.
Yes, sir. That's him right there. Yeah.
Singing with the band at the Europe party at CBC in Nashville 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, the opportunities are definitely there, and it's kind of like, you ask why drinking might be changing, or who's telling the stories out there?
Right.
The stories aren't being told like they used to be told, or the kind of thing. And
I try to do that all the time. Anytime I write anything, same thing. I try to tell a story. I try to, like, I don't know if you like, we talked about my Spite and Dive article when I wrote about the Brooklyn thing. And I wanted to paint a picture so anybody that hadn't gone there would feel like they were there.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. That's how I write. That's, and it's how a lot of people I know write. That's, certainly how John writes, Hall, and so forth and so on. But I love putting somebody in where, in the middle of what I'm talking about and having them like feel everything that it's about,
And for me, like, I know the opportunity is there because I get the feedback from the people that like to watch the channel, that talk about the channel. I mean, just kind of keeping them aware, like, Vanessa earlier talking about the Dragon's Milk type stuff, or other people that comment on things, having a conversation for an hour last night about the children and like, the feedback is there. And it's just like, you got to have that thing. And I tell people, you got to meet people where they are. It's like, I was talking to one of the VPs at Mad Tree when I was out there for an event a few weeks ago, and it was the whole thing about success, because Mad Tree does a very successful operation. I said, the thing you guys are really good at, you're meeting the consumers where they are. Yeah. So they were there doing a special release of a drink they were doing with New Riff Distilling for one of their seltzer type drinks.
New Riff's good. I like New Riff.
Yeah, great opportunity there. They do stuff to kind of target away from other things, and right now, like, the NA type thing is something you got to look at. Like, all breweries that they can do that, they have to look at it because that's going to get people in the seats. Yeah. And you
NAs are big now. NAs are very big now.
The two growing categories right now in beer, NA, and you mentioned me earlier, the 19.2. That's the growing size packaging right now.
Huge. It's amazing
that people get. How much people are grabbing? They'll get 2 cans rather than a 6-pack.
They would rather. People would rather grab 2 19.2 ounce cans than grab a 4-pack of 16-ounce cans.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so you got to be able to meet people where they're at, and you do that through the research. You do that with talking with the consumer. That's the thing that I bring when I talk to a lot of these breweries. It's like, I'm not tied to the breweries. I'm an independent free agent out here, willy-nilly in the wind or whatever. But that's what people appreciate.
I'm tied to one
conversations. But it's like when I go,
I'm speaking for myself, John.
But it's like, I see it like when I do the beer festivals, the people come up and they'll ask stuff, and then if I give somebody a certain thing and they go try and they like it, they tell other people. I literally work in booths and people are coming back. I'm looking for Rod because I was told to ask for Rod, right? So you're not looking for the beer guy with the company, because I give them the straight, as I would call it, to what to try, and I do the channel. And if I don't like a beer, I'll say why I don't like about it. But I also tell people, maybe you will. Maybe you're into the type of feel this is giving you. I'm not a huge Leinenkugel Summer Shandy person, like I mentioned earlier, but some people love. That's the only beer I've had drain poured at a bar before, because I just go with the glass.
I'll be honest with you. What Dave said before, Dave's not one to drink Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, nor is he one to drink UFO Raspberry.
Right.
Although I do have a funny story about that. I was on a tour at Harpoon, and there were 2 guys giving the tour, and we were in the tasting room before everybody got to taste beers after the whole tour. And he says, just want to point something out to you. And he pointed to the guy that was doing the tour with him, and he poured a small pour of Harpoon or UFO Raspberry. And he says, he's pouring Harpoon Raspberry. Take a sip of it. He took a sip of it. He goes, look at him, still a man. He goes like that. So now I'll be honest with you. If you don't like raspberry, if you don't like UFO beers, you don't like wheat beers, you don't like sours, anything like that, or anything that's tart or whatever, you're not going to like it. But that beer, and I haven't had it in years, but back then, 10 years ago, it wasn't awful. Leinenkugel Summer Shandy is a different story, but Dave's not one, in fairness to him, to drink either of those beers. But him and Matt at Cloverleaf were just toying. Hey, well, I wonder what this tastes like, and they taste like,
wow,
it works pretty good.
And that's the fun of craft beer, being able to have those experiences and put stuff together and say, okay, well, this will work with this, whatever. And then maybe you go back and you say, okay, well, the Summer Shandy and the UFO, maybe we call it some type of pink lemonade or whatever it may be. We could offer that as a bar as a new drink.
Right?
Yes,
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it worked.
And it's getting brews out of the mindset. Like, it has to be my way or no way. Like,
no, that's not that.
You know, we know you love IPA. We see 6 out of 10 taps for IPA, but guess what? Everybody's not coming in getting IPA.
6 out of 10. How about 23 of the 24? How about
you got to realize Jersey, from my observations, is more heavy on the IPA. Than
it's
other
amazing.
States.
It's
you don't even know. More than just Jersey or.
Well, there's some, but compared to Ohio, like we can go to Ohio places here, we'll have different lagers on. We'll have like rock beers. We'll have stouts and porters and all kinds. So it's not all IPA for a lot of our stuff.
He just mentioned Rauk. Hold on, I have to pull up my.
The best in the game.
I may have one of those.
The best in the game, but there.
You go to Southern California, and that IPA ratio is about 87 to 88.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. It's a chicken and the egg. Are people drinking IPA?
That's a good place in LBI, by the way.
Or is people drinking IPA because that's what constantly is put in front of them? Because I've had people experiment at different beers, and they're like, I didn't even think this was a beer. Like, there's so many styles that are out there.
All right, folks. We've officially now have the longest Log Room Guys podcast that we've ever done.
Longest ever? Longest? Wow.
We literally just beat it 3 minutes ago.
And it's a school night for me.
School night for I got to wake up at 6 o'clock. I got to wake up in 7 hours, and I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Oh wow! Okay. I got to wake up and drive to the airport, but that's about it.
There you go. So, all right, Rod, stay on. We're going to talk to you about a couple of things. But on that note, after this fantastic show, we want to thank everybody for watching. We want to wrap up the show first of all, and then we want to thank everybody for watching. For those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website, www.logroom.com. That's LEGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Log Room. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch every Tuesday night, usually around 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And for those, tonight was a special occasion. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as, hold on, Stardumsky Dethroned. Yes.
What?
So, well, John had it was 3 hours and 32 minutes. Now we're at 3 hours and 36 minutes. You broke your record. Stardumsky Dethroned. Exactly. Well, you know, when John's on next month, we'll just have to work on fixing that there.
Well, unfortunately,
kudos to Doug for keeping track of this shit.
Doug keeps track of it. There you go.
Like John Goodman's character on Brother Where Art Thou? I have the gift of gab.
The gift of gab. There you go. Anyway, for those of you who just want to listen,
and your gift, Rod, is
100%. Anyway, for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you could do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Spotify.
That's entirely what she said, Rod.
I did the same thing.
As well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Pandora, Amazon Music, iTunes Music, YouTube Music, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you'll find the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Rod, again, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We look forward to having you on again soon and getting on your show as well. We'll talk about that in a moment. But on that note, like I said, have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Drink a lot of beer, but drink responsibly. And we will talk to you next week, folks. Take care. Cheers. 72.5, and he screwed me up twice. So that's the guy giving me there. So there you go. Anyway. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, all.